Welcome to All In Pickleball Gym, the first dedicated indoor pickleball facility in Grand Rapids, featuring 5 full-sized indoor courts and 2 trainer courts that feature a professional outdoor pickleball surface. 16-foot full enclosed ball containment nets on every court will ensure that you will never have to yell "ball" again. Looking to level up your game? Join any one of our leagues, drill sessions, or training clinics scheduled throughout the week. Industry lighting, online booking, key code access, custom training courts, and players lounge are just a few of the amazing things about All In Pickleball Gym. Come check out our facility in Byron Center, Michigan at 400 76th Street, Byron Center, or visit our website at allinpickleballgym.com.
Welcome to All In Pickleball Gym here in Byron Center, Michigan. We are here for Thursday premiere night. My name's Dan McConnon. This is Pat O'Connell. Hey, Pat.
Hey, Dan.
Tonight is men's night. It's our men's event number 1, episode number 3 for premiere night. You can see us here on Selkirk TV or via the Selkirk app, as well as the All In Pickleball Gym YouTube page. We have 12 teams tonight, Pat, and it's looking like a pretty loaded men's room here.
12 teams, all vying for their moment in history, for what you do on a Thursday premiere night echoes an eternity.
That's right. That's right. A win tonight not only gets you a team prize of $800 shared, but an automatic bid into the March 2025 championship tournament where only 8 teams will make it. So everything tonight matters, both from winning it all and for points.
Let's go.
So when we look at this bracket, and we cannot go without saying that we are powered by Elders Helpers and sponsored by Jam Stretch and Fitness here at TPN. And the wonderful Alan True will be with us here shortly as he is covering the transition of the #1 recruit in the country to the University of Michigan, which is a pretty outstanding thing. Just side note for Alan.
Wow, it'll be fun to hear about that as well.
Absolutely. So on championship court here first, Pat, we have Brock Planger and Chris Walker facing Xavier Moye and Ryan Radowick.
4 players foreign to me. I'm not familiar with any of these teams, but I've seen them warming up here. It looks like we're going to have a great match.
Yeah, they are all formerly based here. So Brock played college at Grand Valley State University, and he recently just moved to Ada, Michigan. So he's now local here to the west side. Chris Walker, Xavier, and Ryan, all either in the Lansing or East Michigan, so a little bit of familiarity is going to be here in this matchup for sure.
Awesome.
When we look at the rest of the bracket, you can see our 1, 2, 3, and 4 seeds, some TPM stalwarts coming back and pairing up, or some high-level players playing with new partnerships. So if the 8, 9 seeds moving forward, you have Nick Romano and Connor Mogul. Connor won mixed TPN episode 1 with Monica Wynn, and Nick Romano is no stranger to the championship seat here on TPN as well.
Yeah, both stalwarts of the game here.
Absolutely. We're going to jump to the Court 2 component as we move through the brackets as they kick off. Zach Chambers and Cody Roy, a first-time partnership with Matt Rand and Francis Rodriguez. Now, I've been told Matt Rand and Francis were underseeded a little bit, that Duper does not do them justice. So this Court 2 matchup on 7-10 is going to be pretty interesting.
Right on. Can't wait to see it.
The winner of that will advance against Jaron Faltanowski and Alec Timmerman, both here West Michigan great players. So Jaron, known as PB Coach Jaron, very, very much into the teaching. Alec, a wonderful player who's continued to try to work his way on APPs and qualifiers, very talented. They're a high-powered team, but I also think they're a high-variance team.
Yeah, that's true. High ceiling, low floor sometimes, but they both can bring it. It's going to be exciting to see them as a pair here.
Exactly. We're going to see what they're bringing tonight for sure. When we go to Court 3, we have the Magsic brothers, Ben and Bailey. Gotta love a brother dynamic on the court. See if they're jiving tonight and if they're playing well. And they're playing newcomers Jack Bellinger and Steve Zanders.
JB and Steve, that's awesome.
Yeah, some local amazing players. And what you'll find with Steve is just the length. Jack and Steve have tremendous length, and Ben and Bailey have tremendous baseball backgrounds. So you're going to see a lot of length and a lot of great hands on that court on Court 3. And they will be playing Jace Landhier or Sam Trent, both TPN stalwarts, and both players that are performing very, very well right now in everything they play in.
Most excellent. Jason, Sam, interesting pairing. It'll be great to see them play.
Another first-time pairing on TPN at least.
Yeah, that's amazing.
And last but not least, for the 5-12 matchup, Kaden Young, Aiden Fickle, Caleb Dang, and Seth Stierch. again, a bunch of, well, Kaden's now local, coming from Arizona, but a great crop of young players that should be an exciting electric match with a lot of athleticism.
Fantastic. Yep, I'm familiar with all these players. Caleb and Seth, good friends, and Kaden and Aiden, vaguely familiar with them, seen them competing on the team this summer, so it'll be great to see that match as well.
Yeah, we're about to kick off on championship court here, and the 4 seed is Mariano Yee and Dan Murphy. They will be a formidable pair together. Mariano having tremendous firepower with his Holbrook paddles, and Dan Murphy being a sly veteran with that Detroit Lions shirt on tonight. And here we go.
Here we go. Nice pressure there.
We are using the Franklin X40 balls here during TPN. That should allow us to have some really good elongated points and see what these players have, even if they're using some of the more electric paddles that we have in the market right now.
These paddles are getting so hot out there. I just upgraded myself, and it changed my game entirely.
What are you playing with, Pat?
I have a Paddle Tech TKO-C that my buddy loaned to me, and I just couldn't put it down, so I had to buy it from him. And it's like the non-signature Christian Alshon paddle. And, man, I was playing with this 2-year-old Eula Solaire, and I knew it was kind of dead, but I didn't realize how dead it was until I picked up this new paddle, and I just started putting balls away like crazy. And still got the touch.
Love that for your game. And you will see now, very special to TPN is the all-in volley zone. So our match on court 2 has already gotten underway. And an early 2-0 lead for Rodriguez and Ran as they feel it out with Zach Chambers, a local player here as well, sponsored here by Revlin and Cody Roy. Big swing there from Xavier, trying to put that ball away. Just didn't quite get enough on it. As always, we want to give special thanks to our volunteers, both referees, scorekeepers that make TPN work for us. And now we're into our quad view here of Thursday premiere night. So
much pickle.
So much goodness. So we have court 3, which is Ben and Bailey Magsig, and then we also have Jack Bellinger and Steve Zanders. So they're just getting kicked underway. And on court 5, we will soon have our 5-12 matchup getting going as well. Very early starts here. We're kind of settling in. Most of the scores still within range here, Pat. Let's check out what's happening here on championship court specifically for a bit.
Championship court starting a little slow, but these boys are getting pumped up.
Yep. Brock and Chris just earned themselves a side out. I think tonight I'm going to call Chris Walker Wario with his outstanding outfit.
Wario. I'll go with that. Big serve.
Yeah, that looked, it was close, but it did look just out. We do have a bird's eye view compared to others.
Championship court. Big cut. Ooh.
Mm-hmm. Brock's trying to find himself here at the start. Chris very positive.
Big drive just deep there.
Yep. We'll get the score updated here on championship. We just got Moye and Radowick here up 4-0, not Planger and Walker, so we'll just need to get that corrected.
Staying in it. Great scoops there, but
in the meantime, let's go see what's going on court 2. Love it. Zach and Cody finding their way here at 3-3, back with Matt and Francis. Looks like Cody and Zach are playing straight up, but they're looking to stack here now. Zach does love that big backhand counter.
Yeah, that's a big punch from Zach. Don't give him that one.
You can see every individual match and stream looking on the All In Pickleball Gym YouTube page, but we're excited to be showcasing tonight on Selkirk TV and the Selkirk app. So if you haven't already started watching, that's a great way to watch and view us as well.
Awesome.
Hit that subscribe button. That's going to keep you up to date on everything that's going on, and it's going to keep allowing us to bring you amazing content here for the All In Pickleball Gym YouTube page, TPN, and beyond.
Zach and Cody, each couple out there on some hard spots and some fast balls.
Cody is an outstanding singles player, and it's fun to see how he's taking that onto the court. You notice that right away, Pat, just the way he's being aggressive. Oh, yeah. Big swing from Zach there, taking 60% of the court. Love it.
Gotta put that forehand to work.
That's right. That's right. Why don't we venture on to court 3 and see how the match between the Mag 6 and Bellinger Zanders is. Steve and Jack are now drilling fiends, Pat. They have been working hard here at All In every single morning here for the last few weeks. They are excited for this opportunity. Big scorpion from Steve.
Oh, nice get. Good wheel, Steve.
Right into Jack's feet.
Yeah, I know Jack. I've never played with him. I've played with Steve a number of times, and yeah, his game has just grown enormously across the last year and a half that I've known him, and he's so into it, and it's cool to hear that he's working it hard. So, and it looks like the results are showing.
Absolutely. Steve has a very robust background in table tennis from his time at GVSU, and like we said, him and Jack have fantastic length.
Yeah, they are some long boys. Put it to use.
Bailey calling that ball out. We did not have a good view on that in this one, but we're up to 5-5 here on this court. Ben and Bailey have been playing together much of the season here, including a lot of the tournaments, bigger tournaments here in Grand Rapids. So they're very, very defensive in terms of their ability to reset well. So it's going to be difficult for Steve and Jack to create easy offense. But I expect lots of grinding, if possible, on this to elongate the match.
That's cool. So the brothers are from, they're local here to Grand Rapids?
They're the Lansing area. So,
oh, okay.
Yep, Jack and Steve here locally, but Ben and Bailey. So Ben is a outstanding real estate, or realtor, I should say, out in the Lansing area. And then him and Bailey, they drill out together, and they've been playing all summer here in the tournaments. So
awesome.
We haven't really touched on court 5 yet. Let's go see how our 12-5 matchup's doing. We thought this would be a very athletic match, and speaking of length, Kaden Young is incredibly long, but Caleb Dang and Seth Skarich. So Seth is the head of pickleball instruction and training programs here at All In Pickleball Gym, and Caleb Dang has been running the head of Paddle Wars here in the local area, and is working on his pickleball entrepreneurship, as it were. So, but this match is tight at 4-4, and should be fun to watch.
Yeah, awesome. I had the pleasure of playing with Caleb a couple weeks ago, and man, he just gets everything back so fast, such firm shots. Wonderful player.
Yeah. Caleb, much like Jack and Steve, been joining that morning drilling crew. And for anyone out there, if you want to get better, 70-80% drill, 20% play. It's fun to play, but the drilling helps and matters.
I tell myself that every day, and I never live by it.
It's okay to just want to have fun, Pat. It's okay.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Kaden and Seth actually played with each other down in Dallas at the UPA Championships and got a bronze medal in 5-0, so they're also very familiar with their games. And Seth actually played with Aiden Fickle on the other side as well, who's from the Lakeshore area here in Michigan on the west side of the state. And they got a third-place finish at the UPA States in Grand Rapids for that at the Belknap Park. So
Oh, wow.
everyone on the court really knows each other fairly well. So with that said, let's go to the quad view and let's see how all the matches are doing as we're starting to end our first games across the board, or at least progress towards that.
They're all pretty neck and neck here.
Yeah, on court 2, Matt Rand and Francis Rodriguez have made a push and are up 9-6. We got 8-5 on court 1 for Moye and Radowich. 7-6 Magsic over Bellinger and Zanders. And we just left court 5. We're at 7-4. So everything's pretty tight, which is great to see.
Nobody likes a blowout. It's good to see a nice long match.
No, and here at TPN, when you get blown out game 1, your game 2s usually are pretty darn good. So maybe we'll just go right to good game 2s too.
I feel like that's a trend in pickleball, or it's just a phenomenon that, like, if you get blown out in game 1, you tend to take game 2. I see it all the time.
Yeah, it's easy to kind of relax a little, right? And maybe get a little sure of yourself. So, and then that urgency from the team that loses is really apparent.
JB straddling that corner. That's so cool to see.
We have a game point on court 2 with Matt Rand and Francis Rodriguez. Long point here, a lot of good defense. Ooh, he made it.
Oh, just barely.
And that's game 1, ATP winner to walk off on game 1 for court 2 in favor of Matt Rand and Francis Rodriguez. What a shot.
Wow. So Zach's partner, Cody, here, is he a local as well?
Cody Roy is actually from, I believe, the east side of the state as well.
Okay.
So he is not local. But Cody reached out to Zach and wanted to give this a go. Cody's signed up for quite a few premiere nights, as well as mixed and men's gender here. So
Awesome. Awesome to see all these guys getting into it.
you know, you gotta love it. Everyone wants to compete and get better, and everyone wants that money. Let's go.
Let's go. I want that money myself. I'm going to have to get out there later this season.
There you go. Yeah, Pat, there's been a trend of violence in pickleball lately. And Alan and you may talk about that again later. And did you see the kick heard around the world?
I sure did. And I saw the few points today. I saw a clip leading up to that incident. And, yeah, the game is evolving, to say the least.
100%. 100%. Let's go full championship court view, and we just had the game point. Never mind. We'll stay here in quad view as game 1 ends in 11-7 for Moye and Radowich. But let's take the opportunity to go into court 3. We're at 9-7, Magsic, Bellinger, and Zanders. What did you see in the early clip? Was there any indication of why that kick came?
Yeah, it was some aggressive loose play that I saw. I wasn't sure what skill level of players I was really looking at. And I saw a couple of good points, but nothing that really would give you indication that that was about to happen. So, yeah, I'm not sure. Sometimes people just lose it for a moment. I'm not sure what happened or what was said there exactly, but
yeah, we had our own tropical pickleball violence here at TPN for mixed night episode 1.
I saw that.
Yeah, we joked about it. Dan Murphy, the man who was Nasty Nelson, actually purposely didn't want to see the video, but interesting times, right? As we play heated battle in pickleball and line calls get tight, and sometimes we all take matters into our own hands.
Emotions are high, I understand, but hopefully everybody's friends at the end of it.
That's right, that's right. So we're in timeout here on court 3, 10-7 with the Magsigs serving for game 1.
Nice drop to get up there.
Ooh, yep.
Finish it up.
All right, let's go to court 5 and see how game 1 is finishing up between our 12-5 matchup. Ooh, right at the end here, 12-9, 10-9, excuse me.
Tight match from these young gunners here.
Yeah. Ooh, that ball's gone. Good match, 11-9 here, and we can go right to the quad view. We're through game 1 on every single court here in the first round of TPN Episode 3. Men's event number 1, powered by Elders Helpers, sponsored by Jam Stretch and Fitness, and coming to you here on Selkirk TV and the Selkirk app. Livestream Pickleball is running the show tonight, as always, here on our live stream. We have a wonderful crew, and we're joined here by Pat O'Connell on the other side, and my name is Dan McConnon, who's temporarily taking the spot of Alan True. How is everything looking here as we start game 2, Pat?
Yeah, just getting going in game 2. Got a couple points on a couple of the courts, but everybody's still in the game so far. Yeah, I'm excited to see this championship court here. Like I said, these players I'm not familiar with, but they all have big games. They seem to get a lot of balls back, but sometimes big games come with big errors as well. So
the disadvantage for the Chris Brock matchup tonight is Brock has spent the last few weeks moving a little less time on the court. Ryan and Xavier have been playing together for a number of months. My partner in the UPA championships, we played against Ryan and Xavier, and it was a very fun match. And the more you play with someone, honestly, you just keep growing as a team, right, Pat? And
yeah, it's true. You got to know your partner. 3-0 start for Moy and Radowick here. Good, strong start.
ooh, immediate body shot onto Zach Chambers on court too. So far the dupers on Ran and Rodriguez are proving to be, as everyone thought, understated.
Yeah, apparently so, but don't count Zach and Cody out of this yet.
No,
definitely contenders.
Not at all. Ooh.
Nice touch from Mario there.
Absolutely. Chris Walker, a.k.a. Premiere Night Episode 3 Wario, really getting into the bend in his legs.
Oh, that was close. Nice reset. Get up there. Championship.
Nice. Let's spend a few extra minutes on court two. So we're already at 5-3. This match is moving quickly, and intrigued to see how Cody and Zach are making their way here into this match. Zach started on the left side almost entirely, Pat, and now Cody's on the left and Zach's kind of prowling on the right there, trying to work on counters. Three, 5-1 coming across on the side out.
Nice jam there. Yeah, I saw some great dinks a couple of points ago, keeping themselves in the point.
Oh, that ball is just out.
Just deep.
Trying to use that big backspin of Zach Chambers to drop that topspin. I'm seeing lots of gas from Ran and Rodriguez here. I'm not seeing much dinking at the moment.
They're seizing their opportunities. You give somebody a look, you got to take it.
Great ball right into the feet.
Yeah, great pressure from Zach there.
We'll go back to the TPN 4-bar window view here. Court 1, championship court 3-0. Moye, Radowich. We just left court 2 at 5-5. 3-1, Ben and Bailey Magsig over Jack Bellinger, Steve Zanders. And we're already at 3-2 with Aiden Fickle and Kaden Young over Caleb Dang and Seth Skerich. Big put away.
just relentless.
Yeah, Moya and Radowich are getting everything that Walker is throwing back, that Chris Walker's putting on them. There's just not that put away ball right now that they're getting easy points on, or even this side out here.
The game's just become so offensive, and you know it has to be a part of your game now. Otherwise, you're just going to be left behind. And
Yeah.
it's crazy. You know, even when you don't have a great look, people are still doing a half, three-quarters attack, creating a better opportunity on the next shot. It's crazy to see this. Great recovery. And that ball.
Wow. Ball's in, saved.
Staying in it.
Commenting on championship court here.
Ooh.
Overdid it there from Xavier, but they still have a commanding 5-0 lead here in game 2.
We're at 8-5 for Randon Rodriguez here. Wow.
Yeah.
Giving it away.
Let's go back to court 2 and see how Rand and Rodriguez have gotten here. Cody Roy serving here for Roy and Chambers. That is a massive backhand from Francis Rodriguez.
That's a huge backhand loop. if I've ever seen one.
Gotta love Tui Nation. Gotta love it.
That was from like 8 inches off the ground too. Made it work.
Oh, good save from Cody. Oh no, it's still in. Little I formation from Zach and Cody as they continue to work on that partnership that they're trying out. Ball's just out.
Second serve. Man, those balls are jumping hard tonight. So
Every time that ball's on his left hip, Francis is going. They're just every single time. I'm honestly here for it. That's kind of how I play my backhand too, so it's fun. Xavier jumping all around here. Let's go back to our quad view and see how all the matches are looking as championship court calls timeout at 6-0.
6-0, wow.
Might be 6-2, but see how that's going. We're slipping into game 3, but we'll call it 6-2 here on championship court. Timeout on court 2. Let's go spend some extra time on court 3 here and get a little bit more of Ben and Bailey versus Steve and Jack. They have a little bit of work to do. That ball was in. Ben calling Bailey off there. Nope, they called it up. They called it out.
Yeah, I think that was just deep. Nice little quick reset there. Oh, slipped it by him.
Did.
That Ernie has just become such a component.
Slipped it by him, but it went out.
Oh, it was deep. Huh?
Yeah, they're upside out. 1-8,
All right,
1-8-1.
JB, let's go. Oh, so close. That was going to be a tough one. Gotta get there. You gotta give yourself a chance, man.
Yep.
When I start putting balls in the tape, I say, screw it. I'm just gonna put it a few inches high, and what happens, happens. You know, you have to trust yourself.
Yep.
The next ball.
Just keep fighting.
Eight, 1-1. Nice steep return. Good job getting up there, applied pressure.
Steve is trying to apply additional pressure there to Ben and Bailey, but Ben and Bailey, again, very, very good defensively. Can be quite frustrating sometimes how many of those balls they get back and how softly they can use those very skilled baseball and other sport hands. Big reach there. Let's go back to our quad view and see how the rest of the matches are going. We got Caleb and Seth making a great push in game 2 at 8-5.
Nice.
9-5 on court 2 between Matt Rand and Francis Rodriguez and Cody Roy and Zach Chambers. And we're still at 7-2 here on championship court. Just a little out there from our good friend Wario Chris Walker. As these matches finish, we'll be delighted to have the winners come up for interviews with Pat and I, and then we'll be moving on to the quarterfinals, where we will be getting to introduce you to our top 4 seeds along with the winners from these matches. So we're looking forward to that.
Right on. We're at 10-5 on court 5 here. Game point for Seth and Caleb. Let's take it to court 5 here. See what's going on here.
Great ball by Brock there on championship course, slipping it through Ryan and Xavier. Jack and Steve fighting on court 3-2 with the Magsigs at 10. And we are on to game 3 on court 5. Love to see it. 5-12 going to a game 3, 11-5 in that second game. Great work by Caleb Dang and Seth Skerich.
Let's go.
You can hear that crowd roaring as Steve and Jack continue to fight hard, trying to make their way back.
Let's go, boys. Show these bros how it's done. Nice hard spot there.
We are going to a game 3 on court 2 as well. Cody Roy, Zach Chambers, 11-9 in game 2. We'd love to see it. Give us more pickleball here in round 1 of Thursday premiere night, episode 3, men's event number 1.
Come on, Zach and Cody. Nice.
Let's go. We are powered by Elders Helpers. We are sponsored by GM Stretch and Fitness, and we're coming to you here live from All In Pickleball Gym in Byron Center, Michigan, on Selkirk TV, the Selkirk app, or the All In Pickleball Gym YouTube page.
Nice stinks here on championship court. Created an opportunity. Great patience.
Wow, Steve is so long there coming across, taking that ball. Him and Jack are vibing right now as they need to fend off one more game point, match point here to get the serve back.
Come on, boys.
Little net cord. Oh, Steve with the early.
Nice. Steve, let's go.
So good. Putting that little extra pressure on Ben and Bailey here. They got to get 2 more holds to get the ball back and try to serve for match. Match point here on championship court as well. Ooh, Chris Walker. Love it.
Wario keeping them alive.
I don't have a Wario impersonation or accent or anything. We're just going to stick with it.
I'm not trying that either.
Nope, not going there. Not going there.
Maybe next week. Brock fighting back here. Got to get a couple points to tie it up.
I do love that attack from Chris Walker, earning that on championship court. Great deep into the left hip dink from Brock Plinger into Xavier Moye.
Great spot.
We have a finished match on court 3. The Magsigs have won in straight games 11-7, 11-5 over local amazing players Jack Bellinger and Steve Zanders.
Good run from JB and Steve. Hope to see them again.
We will have Ben and Bailey up here in a little bit to talk about their match and get them prepped for their next round match against Jace Landhier and Sam Trent.
It's going to be hot. Chris and Brock are in it at 9-10. Oh, just sailed deep there. I think they're on second serve now. Trying to tie it up here to stay in the match. court 2. It's all tied up in game 3, 2-2. Great to see how that progresses. Here on court 5, Kaden Young and Aiden Fickle off to an early lead, 4-1. On a little timeout here. Second chance at match point on championship court. Nice drop to get up to the net. Oh, and the tape was not his friend. That'll be a side out. Another shot here for Chris Walker and Brock Planger. Let's see if they can tie it up here. Oh, nice cut of a serve there from Wario. Tied up 10-10-1. Can they do it? Nice drop to get up. High ball though. Man, what a dig. Oh, it went for the Ernie. Just wasn't quite there. That's the second time he's found that tape. You got to believe though. You got to keep going for it. 11-10-1. Game point. Let's see if they can get it to game 3 here. Oh. Little whip on a low ball, paid the price. Second chance at the game here on championship court. Just deep on the backhand drive. Zach Chambers and Cody Roy up 1 point here. Court 2. Nice finish from Moy and Radowick there. And tie it back up. They want to take this match. They don't want a game 3. I want a game 3, but I don't think they do. Oh, what a dig. Nice block in a hard spot.
Thank you. 11-11 on championship court, Pat.
I think it's 12-11 maybe. Oh, just deep. Is that a side out? Nope, second serve.
We are now joined by Bailey and Ben Magzig. Guys, congratulations on your round 1 win here over Jack Bellinger and Steve Zanders. How'd it go for you guys?
It was a good one. Steve and Jack, they got some good hands.
Steve, man, he's a wall for real.
Yeah,
Jack just kept yelling, he's a wall, he's a wall. And literally every time we hit it at him, he got it back. It was crazy.
That length, man, that length's so good. So good.
Sneaky.
So I know you guys are brothers and you've been playing. How long have you guys actually been playing on the court, developing the partnership together?
So Ben started playing probably a year and a half ago, and I swear to you when I say this, literally every single day he would text me, Bailey, come play pickleball with me, please, you're going to love it. And it's like, dude, I don't know, man. And then finally after 6 months of him begging me, I started playing probably back in September, and I mean, he was already really good, so I was playing with some pretty good people, and I wasn't that great, so they always stuck me on the right side just to make the game go along easier because I wasn't that great yet. And so I've just developed as a right side now. And, I mean, we've been playing almost every day, at least every week for the last year.
Yep.
That's amazing. That's amazing. So you guys are now playing Sam Trent and Jace Land here in the next round. Have you guys played a little bit against them, seen them a little bit in other tournaments. What are you looking forward to the most here? And we got great matches here too. We're obviously watching a great match on Championship as we go too. But what do you guys think?
Sam and Trent are really good players. They got a lot of fire. And the last time we played him, he was using this Paddle Tech paddle. It had a lot of fire in it, so we brought it today. We're going to fight fire with fire. That's our goal.
There you go. Yeah, opportunity to say hi to loved ones here, but we're excited to see you guys on court. So as a sign off here, speak to your peeps right now.
We got a bunch of people back home. We got a bunch of people around the states watching us tonight. So we appreciate all you guys watching, staying up late, hopefully watching us in the championship. Maybe we'll see.
No, I love it. Love it. Call your shot. Call your shot. Gentlemen, good luck the rest of the night.
Rip.
Stay warm.
Love you guys.
Still going in game 2 here on Championship Court. I believe it's, last I knew it was 12-11. I think he said 11-12-2. See if they can tie it up here again, stay in this. Oh man, what a cut. That was a heck of a rip.
That was a big Wario scream. I just heard it.
12-12-2. 13-12-2.
Wow, we're going to game 3. We got 3 game 3s going right now. Let's take our screens out and see how court 2 and court 5 are doing along with Championship Court as we're going the distance on 3. Oh, wow. Court 5, 11-3, a screamer in game 3 already. Kaden and Aiden, we're going to have to talk to them about what happened because they got through game 3 and must have figured something out with Caleb and Seth.
Yeah, they must have. That one slipped us by there. Man, sorry to have missed that. Look forward to hearing about it.
In the meantime, we have a great opportunity to go to our TPN 2 screen and check out simultaneous matches here of Championship Court and Game 2, the All In Volley Zone. Let's go.
Let's go.
Aiden and Kaden will be with us here shortly, and we'll get them geared up and ready to present them to you. We are now joined by the 5 seed, Aiden Fickle and Kaden Young. Gentlemen, welcome.
Welcome. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thanks.
We were busy interviewing Ben and Bailey Magsig, and all of a sudden we looked up and game 3 was over. What happened?
It went very fast. 2 firsts were real close, nail biters all the way to the end. The last one, I mean, we were just dropping, following every drop up and just winning on the 4-shot, really.
Love it, love it. Now, you guys have been playing against, a little bit with throughout the season here. What have you guys enjoyed in this first match tonight about playing together here on TPN?
I would say just relying on Aiden's drop and our hands at the kitchen line.
Yeah, it's real great to be able to hit a drop and just know Caden's got the reach and I'm just going to hit it up and he's going to follow it up, and good luck to the next shot that they're trying to hit.
Yeah, that's the way to go. So you guys have Mariano Ye and Dan Murphy in the next round. Any experience playing with them before? What are you looking forward to in this next match?
I know the hands are going to be good. I say just rely on our drops and get to the net.
Yeah, stick to the strategy, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, love it. You guys are probably going to be on Championship Court as we typically push teams in that 4-5 matchup. We look excited to showcase and see you. Family shout-outs tonight here as we zoom out and catch the rest of our Game 3s on 1 and 2. But if you guys want to give a quick sign-off before you prepare for your next match, have at it.
I think I'm good.
Yeah, let's go.
All right, let's go. Good luck, guys.
Good luck, fellas.
Thanks.
Oh, Zach and Cody getting back in at 7-6 here on court 2.
Here we go. All In Volley Zone here, brought to you by Thursday Premiere Night and the Livestream Pickleball team. Zipporah Benteen on the controls this evening, rocking it out per normal. Scott McAllister, our fearless leader, and a wonderful crew of Greg Root, Mike Davis, and our other volunteers on scorekeeping as well. We're here to bring you premier pickleball here at All In Pickleball Gym tonight in TPN Episode 3. It seems fitting that Championship Court, Pat, is the most grind out here as we've seen more dinking and more patience, but Court 2 is moving fast at 7-6 now.
And just find the kitchen. Some big cuts going on the dink battle here. These guys are everywhere. Nice pressure there from Cody to eke out the point. Second serve, 6-7-2. Little luck there from Zach, one off the tape and a high recovery. Strong finish. Staying in it on Championship Court. Nice little flick there from Brock Planger. 5-1-2 on Championship Court. Zach and Cody serving now, trying to finish this match with style. Hard spot, a little wide from Cody. Side out. Back to Matt Francis here. Ooh, just deep from Zach. Tied it up, 7-7 on the one. Big cuts. Oh, for a nice little sidearm there. Would have been dangerous if he'd made it, but just a little low. 7-7-2. I love that sidearm cut. Get under that ball and just give it a different look for your opponent. Big backhand drive. Just barely didn't make it. Side out here on Championship Court. Nice deep. Oh, called it deep on the serve there. One 5-2. Big drive into the tape again. When I can't make my drops, I just start driving. I tell my partner, I'm not hitting any more softballs. I'm ripping everything. It tends to work. Maybe I should just do it in the first place. Nice drive from Brock Planger, but just a little deep, unfortunately. Second serve, 5-1-2 on Championship Court. We're at 9-7 here on Court 2 for Zach and Cody. They're serving, try to get to 10 here. Nice jam there. Get it to second serve. Just good. Zach going for the lob. Getting up on that kitchen. Nice cover there from Brandon Rodriguez. Oh, just wide from Zach, going for the hard angle. That's a side out for them. Nice looking two-y there from Rand Rodriguez, but just a little deep. Yeah. So I am joined here by Jeff Howlett, local legend in the pickleball community. Great to have you with us, Jeff. How's it going?
I'm glad to be here, definitely. Just kind of getting up to speed of who's doing what. Got a third game match here in front of us, huh?
Yeah, a lot of these went to 3. So looks like Cody and Zach just got the ball back at 9-7-1, 9-7-2 maybe? Nice net serve. Trying to get to 10 here on court 2. Just ripping it. And deep there from Brandon Rodriguez. So we're going to have a match point for Cody Roy and Zach Chambers. Nice cut up the middle there. Cody couldn't quite get to it. So they're going to have a chance to stay alive here. It's 7-10-1. I love that too, but just missed again.
I was over there sitting down watching that. There's a lot of power in that ball.
Right?
Yeah.
These balls are skipping hard.
Or hitting hard.
Nice cover on the edge there from Cody to get the ball back. And another shot at match point here for Cody and Zach Chambers. 7-1. Let it go. Well, congrats to Cody Roy and Zach Chambers on their win in 3. What a great match we had there. Let's take it back to championship court here.
Some close matches here. 14-12, second game.
Yeah, that was a long match. They were tied up like 10-10, 12-12 for a while. But it looks like Chris Walker and Block Klinger are taking it away. So let's see what Radowick and Moy have to say about it here.
A lot of times you have a game that goes that long, and it's hard to see that same intensity on both sides. And you see a little bit of a span there. Maybe they can pull it back out and leaving it back up.
Yeah, you know, I always say it's like riding a wave. You know, sometimes you're cresting and sometimes you're troughing. You gotta take what you can get, I guess. Nice reset from the hip.
What a
Oh
nice
man,
shot
what a
there.
deceptive shot from Chris Wario Walker.
He came colorful to match our courts today. I see that.
I love the purple theme in local pickleball.
Uh-oh.
Yep,
Ruh-roh, Ralph.
that's going bye-bye.
Good crowd here again tonight. Where can you come in town and see this type of play, level of play? It's unbelievable. Keeps
Yeah,
getting
I
more and
love
more
it.
popular.
If I wasn't here co-hosting, I would be at home watching for sure. Or maybe even here watching.
I think we've got some champions up here behind us. We put them on mic.
Hey, come on in, guys. We'll get you. Just make sure that mic's kind of close to your mouth once you get it. I got you. All right, so we are joined here in the booth with our winners, Zach Chambers and Cody Roy. Congratulations, gentlemen. Had an exciting 3-game match there. I saw you start a little slow in game 3, but pulled out the win there. What did it take to achieve victory?
Honestly, I'm handicapped today, so it's a little awkward. So figuring out how to hit certain shots.
You need to turn your mic on. We got it.
Oh,
Sorry.
Sorry.
We do really want to hear from you.
All right, folks at home, yeah, so I guess, you know, really, we started out slow, a little handicapped today, so I can't hit certain shots, but we figured it out. I think we just, we kept moving around and trying different things. Today's the first day we've ever played together, so
Yep.
still
First
learning
time
that too.
pairing, Wow.
Figuring it out.
But it was a lot of fun.
That's awesome. Yeah, I saw some great cuts from you guys. A lot of hard shots, you know, playing the edge and playing the hard ball. So, yeah. So
One of the things I notice is that powerful two-handy, right? It's two-y coming at you.
Yeah.
It's really, it doesn't have to be much higher than the one you would hit that it goes out and hits the net.
Yep.
I mean, it's got so much pace on it that it depends on where he hit it from, right?
Yeah, you just can't tell it. I mean, it's on you so fast that you don't have a way to get out of the way, and you're really just kind of committing to one way or the other, and it is what it is.
Big guts, living dangerously. So you guys are facing Alec Timmerman and Jaron Faltanowski. I'm sure you're both familiar with those players. So what are you looking forward to here in this match?
Yeah, just really hoping Jaron's new paddle tech paddle's not working for him today. That's kind of the hope, right?
Honestly, just keep the ball in. I hit a lot of out balls in the first game, and I think if I can keep my drives in, we might have a shot.
Yeah, I think staying consistent, just really taking our opportunities when they come and trying to capitalize them, cut down the unforced errors, and you hope for the best.
Yeah, stay dialed in.
It'll be a lot different game than this last one.
Oh,
right?
yeah, definitely. The ball's going to move around. It's going to go slow.
It's going to be slow.
Look for Jaron's little weird flicks. And yeah.
Yeah, that was a very powerful last game. A lot of drives. I just got to learn how to duck.
Yeah, that was wicked. That 2-8 was nasty. Yeah, so. All right, well, we'll let you get to it. Good luck, gentlemen, and hope to see you again.
Thanks, guys.
Right, sounds good. Thanks. Good job.
Thank you so much.
Go get him.
Thank you.
It looks like we didn't watch the last bit of that, but we didn't miss a ton, I don't think. It's 10-2 right now with a timeout.
10-2, timeout on game match point.
Still a chance.
You're never out of it, Jeff.
Hardest point in the game right here.
Sometimes the first, sometimes the last is the hardest.
Kind of missed sitting down by the court doing all the stats that we did all last year, and I think we might ramp that back up later on, but it's kind of nice to come here and actually sit down and relax a little bit and take in some more. I was able to get out around some of the other courts and watch them play versus just the one in front of us, you know.
Yeah, you know, it was great fun, and I miss doing it too. I just don't have the capacity to do it full time this season, but happy to fill in here for a week or two.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's
looks like we're wrapped up here a minute.
Oh yeah. Chris Walker and Brock Klinger pulled out a win in 3, 11-2. Nice strong finish for them. So they will be moving on, facing our 1 seeds in the next round, Nick Romano and Connor Mogul. We'll have to see. You know, it's always a phenomenon in pickleball coming in cold. You know, another team has a hard match leading up to a big break from you or no play at all. So it'll be interesting to see if these top 4 seeds can come out playing strong after a lot of 3-game matches here in the first round.
Absolutely. A lot of people think a bye is a plus, basically, but when you get someone come off even a 3-game match and they got energy, they've got some momentum going on, and you got to face them right off the bench. And I think it's nice here that we actually have an extra court that they're warming up on. And I saw that Alec and them are warming up, some pretty intense play to get ready for the next match. But it's hard to come off the bench when you haven't had a chance for a good warm up. So
yeah, it's hard. You got to find your groove, and if the other team's grooving, man, you better be on it. I usually don't hit. If I don't get a good 20-minute warm up, I usually don't hit my groove till like game 3 or 4. So.
I heard a tip online the other day that I've shared with some of my students. Basically, is that if you're one of those teams that warms up slow, is try to extend points. Try to, if you're one that warms up slow, try to hit longer rallies in that first game, that first 5 or 6 points, so that you're not losing and you're getting more touches on the ball. And so longer, a little less intensity, but a longer shot starts to get you warming up better, and I think it really pays off.
Yeah, that's a good thought. Yeah, and give yourself a chance to heat up there, and touch more balls. Yeah.
Right.
Where do you want us?
Right in the middle here.
All right, all right.
Just once you get those headsets on, just get the mic a little closer.
A little sweaty.
That works.
Oh, this is nice. Am I breathing into it, Evan?
We hear something. We hear a little something.
All right, we are joined in the booth here from our winners from Championship Court, Brock Klinger and Chris Walker. Congratulations, guys. Eked out a strong win in Game 3 after a tight match. So how's it feel?
Go for it, man.
It feels good. We were down. I don't even know what we were down Game 2, but Brock kind of said Cobra Kai. He said we got to go Cobra Kai out there, strike first mentality, and so we did. And luckily we found ourselves up here talking to you guys.
That's great. Good finish. Obviously had the momentum coming out of that second game and kept it through and just motored on. I think that was a good exhibition.
Well, thank you very much.
Yeah, I saw a lot of fantastic points from you guys. You know, a lot of hard shots, a lot of great gets from hard spots. It was cool. You know, I'm not familiar with you gentlemen. It was awesome to see you play. Dan McConnon coined the moniker Wario for you here, Chris. So.
Yeah, I've gotten the Wario, the Joker.
Yeah.
And even Barney.
I can see that.
So you know, it's the orange and the green and purple.
I like it. I definitely like it. I'm a fan.
So how long have you two played together?
Brock and I go way back to the playground.
Really?
Oh, really?
A couple years. Yeah, we played a few tournaments together, Chris and I. We played here last year once.
Okay.
And then I just recently moved over here to Grand Rapids, but we were both living in Milford, which is right by Brighton area.
Okay.
So
Yeah, I know Milford.
we were a couple minutes from each other for the last 3 years or so.
Yeah, he was an East Sider. We were the Milford boys, and he abandoned us for the West Side team. But
West side, best side.
So we joined the West and the East in harmony.
Awesome. Well, you gentlemen will be facing Nick Romano and Connor Mogul, our #1 seed in the next round. What are you looking forward to there?
They're both great players. We know them really well. We've played them for quite a few years as well. They're going to be, Nick is fast, got really fast hands, a lot of power. Connor's just lethal on both sides. His backhand's awesome, one of the best I've ever played against. So, they're the 1 seeds for a reason. They show up every time they come out. So we'll just have to channel more Cobra Kai Game 3 mentality for us. And
we're going to keep Cobra Kai going. They're good guys on and off the court, and we're looking forward to playing them.
Yeah.
How do you think that game will compare as far as styles go from the last game the last match that you had?
You know, it's really hard to say.
I mean,
different style of play, or
the whole game. You know, everybody out here is just it's pretty much everybody's striking first as often as possible. A lot of counters are coming back really hard. Not as many resets these days as maybe in the years past. Connor and Nick are both very good at doing it. At this point, for us, at least we know these guys. We've seen them, but I've never played against Xavier or Ryan.
Absolutely.
Ryan hits a big, heavy ball that doesn't really look like it, and then all of a sudden it just drops out of nowhere.
Okay.
Yeah, he had a tricky serve, tricky drive. They were both played great. It was a great match.
Yeah.
It was fun.
There's no easy matches out here anyway.
No doubt.
Definitely notice that.
All right. Well, good luck to you, gentlemen. Hope to see you up here again.
Yes, I hope to be BRB, in about 45 minutes or so here.
Yeah, let's take it to 3 though again.
Okay, all right. We're gonna have to go now a little hour plus.
Yeah.
All right. Just for you.
Hey, I appreciate it.
Sounds good. Congratulations, guys.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Good luck. Congrats.
Thanks for
Hi,
stopping
Mom.
Some great players. What I noticed is their personalities match their play a lot of times. You know, we kind of overlook that a lot of times. That they're real people. They're excellent players, and they're good gamesmanship in all of this. You know, I think as you're seeing a lot of friends playing friends, or acquaintances, not just strangers. But it's interesting when a team comes in that no one knows. You know, because it does. It's what do we do? You know, it takes a while to find out how to play them. You know, what approach we're going to take. We just heard about a team being put together for the first time ever. You know, so we see the versatility of that, and really how fast they learn each other and put it into play. So
yeah, what a couple of cool dudes. Playground buddies from yesteryear. That's awesome. And it's nice to adopt a player from the east side onto the west side here. Let's go, Grand Rapids. All right, we're getting going here on, I believe it's court 2. Alec Timmerman, Jaron Feltonowski, up 3-0. Zach Chambers, Cody Roy, serving, trying to get on the board here. Alec's offense is just lethal at times. He's got such big balls. Whoops. Oh, that one didn't make it. So they're on the board.
I think our other
Nasty
match started,
serve.
but they're just stuck around at 1-0 right now. So
A little low there. Give the ball back. Yeah, 1-0 for the Magsic Bros against Jason and Sam here.
I'll give just a shout out. I see we just took it off the screen, but Elders Helpers, one of our sponsors, great supporter of the game and our TPN night. It's I know they're home tonight watching via live stream. So I want to say hi to them, Nikki and Gary.
Wonderful organization. So happy to have their support.
Absolutely. A little story about that. When we first brought them on, she was one of my students, and we brought them to the BCO and said, hey, they wanted to be a sponsor of the BCO, and everyone said, you know what? So many young people playing the game. Does Elders Helpers really represent the model of people that we want to, support? It sounds old, and we're trying to break that mentality that this is an old person's sport. And so it was really something I had to convince, our staff or the team to say, yeah, let's take them on. Well, they become one of our largest sponsors, and they've been a supporter ever since. And it's just amazing. Nikki tells me a lot that this has really promoted her business well. She's met a lot of people that need care. She's brought people that are players. Actually, Ray works with her, and some of those players that have family members that have a need, they've been able to reach out to, as well as actually go and be employed there. So.
Yeah, that's awesome. What a wonderful relationship with them. And they've just been with us and our community for so long here. It's amazing.
Okay.
All right, and we are joined here by Caleb Dang, who's going to tell us about an exciting event coming up in the pickleball world.
Hey, how's it going, Pat? Hey, Jeff. How are you guys?
Really good.
Good.
So, you may see the banner on Championship Court, and I'm going to be participating with 3 others, and we're going to be trying to beat the world record for the longest amount of time playing doubles pickleball straight. And so our target is 40 hours. And we're doing it as a fundraiser for Gift of Life Michigan, and they do organ donations and tissue donations.
That's awesome. So what's the world record currently?
The world record was at about 26 hours, but it was recently beaten by a team in, I believe, Great Britain, and it was reset to 36 hours. And so now we're shooting for 40.
Oh my goodness, the stakes have grown.
Yeah, there was kind of some bad news when we found that out. It was just recently, actually, and we've had this in the works for months now. So it was
I signed up for
an
what?
unfortunate, yeah.
So what's the game plan? What are the terms and conditions of this event? Like how many minutes out of every hour do you have to play?
Yeah, so in the Guinness rules, you're given a 5-minute break for every hour that you play, and you can bank that time up. So if you play for 4 hours straight, you can take a 20-minute break, or you could take a 5-minute break and save 15 minutes for later. So we have a lot of kind of strategizing of how we're going to play and save our time up.
Accrue that time,
Right.
spend it wisely. Yeah. So what do you do in terms of nutrition and hydration? What's the game plan there?
Just as much as possible. We're going to have a big table courtside, and anytime we take a break, just try and shove a bunch of calories down, stay hydrated, stay fed, and lots of quick energy. We might even have some food on court. Left hand granola bar, right hand paddle, hit, eat.
That's awesome. Well, good luck to you with that, Caleb.
Thank you.
Excited to see it.
So are we playing games?
Yes.
Does that come into play as far as scores or any of that type of stuff? How does that work?
I think we're going to be keeping track of game wins and points just for fun.
Yep.
But the rules just mandate that we're playing games the whole time, so we can play to whatever. It doesn't really matter, and frankly, we probably won't be playing very good pickleball past hour 6 or so.
Well, a good tournament back in our day, we would play 8 in the morning. We wouldn't be done until 7 at night.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? So, it's not unusual, and you'd have a lot of sit time in between.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
Which was harder than exactly,
Right.
but it still was a long day, and so, interesting.
Yeah. So if anybody's interested in supporting our fundraiser, you can visit GOLM, that's giftoflifemichigan.org/paddles, and we'd love to have your support and send some money to a good cause.
So is the place open for spectators and
yes,
all that type of stuff too?
Absolutely. So we'll be here, obviously, for up to 40 hours, hopefully, and anyone's welcome to come to All In. There will be a fundraiser for the Special Olympics going on at the same time, a small tournament for that. So lots of great energy, lots of great fundraisers to contribute to. And I think we're going to even have a little commentary booth courtside. So if someone wants to show up and haggle us from the sidelines, they can put on a headset and talk with us.
So are we live streaming this, recording it? Tell me a little bit about that.
Yes, correct. We're going to be live streaming it. Part of the Guinness rules are that we have continuous footage of the event as well.
Okay.
And so we decided to try and make it a spectacle and get some more eyes on the event.
Okay.
And so on the website, again, golm.org/paddles, there will be a live stream link as well.
Okay.
Yeah, what a great cause. Let's show our support. So Is there any betting taking place on this? Is there an over/under on how many hours you make it?
I didn't hear that, so.
I don't know, but if anyone's setting that up, that would certainly be some fun motivation for us. I think it would be fun to keep track of how many wins each individual player gets.
Yeah.
And that might be some good motivation to keep us going as
That
well.
might even be one of those things that we have donations based on who wins
Yeah,
and who
sure.
loses, or how many ATPs there might be.
Oh, yeah,
oh
totally.
my gosh, I'm on for that. So
Yeah.
sign me up.
Yeah,
If
set
someone's
that up,
keeping track
Jeff.
of that, Pat.
Please do. That'd be
Absolutely.
awesome.
We got some ATPs, some tweeners. If we get a tweener, I'll definitely.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
I'll pony up for some tweeners.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Absolutely. I'm looking forward to it.
Oh. Well,
Very
thanks,
cool.
guys.
No
Appreciate it.
problem.
Yeah,
All right.
thanks, Caleb. Good luck out there.
Appreciate it. Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Thanks.
All right, we are here in round 2. Looks like Jay Slan here and Sam Trent are off to an early lead in game 1, 9-1. Let's see what the Magsic brothers can do to get back in this.
Wow.
All the other matches pretty tight here. Romano and Mogul up 1-0, 2-0.
One of my favorite matches here on Court 1, Championship Court here right now. I was privileged to meet Kaden last year and to see that this kid's ability is phenomenal. I don't know if you know it, or we can zoom in basically on that set of Crocs. Looks like he's got some new white ones out there, but the kid plays in Crocs.
He's playing in Crocs.
He's
wow.
a phenomenal player.
That's absurd,
Yeah.
but I love it.
Yeah. Yep.
What a great reset. In a hard
What a good
spot.
team, too. I mean, they're from the Lakeshore.
Yeah, I've seen their names all over the place in the last year or so, and they're just cleaning up across the circuit here. Ooh, just wide on the finish from Mariano. Yeah, check out those bad boys. I wonder how many matches those last.
They'll last quite a while.
Are those special Crocs? Do
Those
they have
look like
do they have pickleball lateral support?
I'm not sure, but they've talked about actually making him a signature Croc. So I know the sponsor he's working with has talked about it a little bit, and I think it'd be a great thing. So
That's incredible.
yeah, a really good player. Lots of range. Both these guys have good power. They have kind of a good wit with them. They're young. They're fast.
Fast, they got the power
Yep.
and the defense. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Nice drive in a hard spot there.
Well, I see someone's here to take over for me, and he's much more entertaining. So I'm going to go down courtside and watch this match firsthand, right? Cheer him on. So
Yeah, thanks for joining us, Jeff.
no, I
Great to have you,
appreciate the
man.
opportunity. Thanks.
Alan, welcome.
Thank you, and thanks to Jeff for filling in. #1 recruit in the country, committed. So if
Yeah,
you know
tell
what
us
my
about that. Dan gave us a little preview earlier, but yeah, what's been keeping you busy?
the #1, if you know my day job, I work for 24/7 Sports covering college football recruiting, and the #1 player and #1 quarterback in the country flipped his commitment from LSU to Michigan, so he's going to be a Wolverine. And that is probably the biggest piece of news that I've had to cover in almost 20 years of doing this, and it happened right during TPN on my drive here. So
Wow, so what did that entail for you?
had to get the article ready. We had some things ready to go, but had to spruce it up, and it's going out to probably millions of people, so had to make sure it was written well. And had to do some video stuff. Did a nice live stream from Dan's office. So,
wow,
all in, got some nice exposure there.
That's
And
awesome.
all the buckets of practice balls and all that got some shine.
Well, maybe he'll flip again and take up pickleball.
Hopefully that doesn't happen. The flipping again part. I'm sure he'd be pretty good at pickleball though.
Right on.
So what have I missed? What are we?
So we're in round 2 here. Looks like we have a couple of game 1s finished. We had a lot of tight matches in round 1, Alan. You know, a lot of them went to 3. I think 3 of them did. So, yeah, everybody's playing great out here. A lot of big offense, as we expect. You know, a lot of great touch, a lot of deception happening. But, yeah.
And looks like so far, were there not any real upsets in the first round? Looks like a lot of the 1 through 8 are all here.
Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, interesting it worked out like that.
Yeah, just noticed that I walked up and I was like, I don't think they reseeded. So it looks like exactly how the bracket was drawn up. It went to plan. I'm really interested in this match on championship court because I've played against Aiden Fickle a little bit, played some rec with Kaden, and you know, they're both younger guys and I think really good players who I think especially for Aiden, he I think wrote down that one of his goals is to be a top dog at 5-0.
Top dog at 5-0. That's a big goal, but he's definitely got it in him.
And I think he works really hard at this, and so this is a big opportunity for him to see them get through round one and then be playing well here against a really good team. That's exciting to see because he put that down specifically and making it happen.
Right on. Yeah, and they have a challenge before him with Mariano. Yeah, I've been watching him for years on the circuit here. Dan Murphy, you know, we know from last season a little bit.
Yep, and Mariano played really well in the mixed match. That was last time, and so he's a tough competitor.
Yeah, he's got some beautiful shots. It's keeping it patient here for the time being, but there it is. Nice cut from Kaden, but Mariano's ready. Put that ball away. Tied up, 8-8-1 on championship court. Nice drop to get up. A little miss hit there from Aiden. Looks like on court 2, pretty close in game 2 from the Magsic Bros and Jason Sam.
Yeah, Jason Sam really came out firing, it looks like.
Cruised through game 1. Yeah, it was over before we knew it.
Kind of catch up at looking at the other courts. So Alec and Jaron playing together against Zach, and I recognize the last name, Roy.
Cody Roy.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, they had a tough battle in the first round here. They lost game 1, ended up taking game 2, and they were down like 7-2 in game 3 and ended up eking out a win there. So let's see what they can do here to stay alive in round 2 against a tough team in Alec Timmerman and Jaron Faltinowski.
That is a tough combo. Have those guys played? Have Alec and Alec and Jaron played together before in the past?
I know I've seen them paired before. I don't think it's a regular pairing necessarily. I think they both kind of mix it up a bit, but I know I definitely saw them together at least once last season here. So
yeah, it may have been a little bit later in the season. I think you're right.
Yeah. But all these players are local and they know each other well. They know their games well. So it's always interesting. Yeah, you know, we were talking earlier about how it's kind of a different battle when you're playing a foreign opponent to you, you know, and you don't know their rhythm, you don't know their style, and it's always a unique challenge in the sport of pickleball facing a new opponent. It's fun to see.
Game point on championship here for the young guns from Holland.
Oh, Mariano staying alive there. Yeah. Hard spot. He's so good in that middle.
Yeah, caught Kaden moving just a little bit. They get another look at that. That was on the 1. All right, Mariano says no.
Not
to
today.
Not to 2 game points. Not on that side possession at least.
See if they can tie it up here. Nice drive, but good response. And it's a hard spot. Yeah, just wide on the dink there. I'm going for that edge. Second chance to tie it up for Dan and Mariano. Way to cut that ball off, Kaden. That was a beautiful shot. Staying in it. Oh, nice job getting back up. Oh, Mariano with the quick flick. Tie it up, 10-10-2.
He's come up clutch. Some people have that clutch gene, so holds off 2 match points and then ties it.
Timeout. That's a good timeout. Let's see what's happening here. So Jason and Sam are up 9-7. Magsig Bros hanging in there.
I haven't watched the Magsig Bros play a ton. I think I've watched them separately, maybe not together. What they played in round 1, correct? So you've already gotten to see them in a match tonight?
Yep, we had them in the booth for a moment, and yeah, seemed like really cool guys. I'm also not familiar with them or their games, but
seems pretty fast-paced from the little bit that I've seen.
yeah, and they have great defense. I think Dan was saying they come from the baseball world.
Big-time baseball, yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't guess that would translate to pickleball, but I guess, you know, talent is talent, so.
I think the speed of their hands definitely, and you can see some power, so you could see that in some of these hands battles, although Jason, Sam, not 2 guys I want to get in a ton of hands battles with either.
No, definitely not. Yeah, Nick Romano and Connor Mogul had looks like a quick win in game 1, 11-3, and they're up 2-0 in game 2 here against Chris Mario Walker, and Brock Plinger.
Well, Nick and Connor have that Spring Arbor tennis synergy, so they always seem to play really well together. That's a tough team.
Yeah, that's a ruthless team. I think that's the team you don't want to see in this bracket. Probably, you know, every team is lethal here potentially, but
they are, yes, they are on paper very worthy of the 1 seed. We have a game point here, right, for Mariano and Dan Murphy.
Staying in it. Nice cover. Oh. The side out.
Yeah, when you're staring at a game point and you have to dink it out like that, it's a nerve-wracking thing. But Kaden Young did a really good job of staying in that point and not rushing anything or getting impatient there because it's a game point. So
keeping it low, moving them around. Yeah.
Yeah, that's mental fortitude there.
Tied it up, 11-11.
And I believe he's came to us from Arizona. So
who's that?
Kaden.
Oh,
so
interesting.
yeah, so he's at least that's what I hear. So he has the advantage in that it's like 5 o'clock body time for him still, I think.
Oh, bad luck off the net.
He sold out for it though. Dan did.
That's commitment.
When you're playing for $800 and then possibly $3,000, that is you got to leave it all out there.
Yeah, just don't try to nasty Nelson him for game point. Mariano and Dan hang on here. Second chance for the game for Kaden and Aiden. Body bag for the game. Interesting team. So Aiden Fickle and Kaden Young took it 13-11 game 1 on championship court. Looks like we have a game match point here for Jay Slan here and Sam Trent. Looks like Sam just had a deep drive. I think they get another chance here. Yep. So second chance at match point, 10-8-2. Great finish there.
Yeah, one really good ball defended there. Jace had a two-handed rip down the middle that got sent back, but Sam finished it off. That's a tough team there too. A lot of athleticism, and boy, Jace keeps getting taller and filling in. Looks a little.
He's looking strong out there. Yeah.
Yeah. Our boy continues to grow up. So I'm excited to see him. I don't get to see him play a lot. You know, he travels and plays in some higher level stuff, and so only on these TPNs I get to see the progress he makes.
Yeah, it's great to see how far his game has come. What a great kid.
It is, and no offense to any of these other guys on your screen, but a lot of them for lack of a better term, they're tapped out. So it's Jace is still improving athletically, which a lot of us can't say, right? I'm not still growing. He is. So it's cool to see the progress.
Absolutely.
Makes you doesn't it kind of make you wonder too, like what if you had picked up pickleball when you were 11 or however old he was when he started?
I might have thrown my whole life at it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It could have ruined everything too.
Yeah,
So-
it could have ruined or like made everything.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know.
You could have been Ben Johns, or you could have ended up like homeless. Like there's no in between, really. Yeah. I think you're doing pretty well though. It's nice to do it as a hobby.
No complaints. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's you don't have to throw your life at everything. It's good to do things part-time as well.
I don't know that I would want my livelihood and whether or not I'm eating on my thirds. So that's a nice. Every time
Right?
every time I hit a ball into the net, I'm like, oh boy, rent's due. We're into game 2 here on championship. We're starting. That was a whale of a first game.
Ooh. Looks like Mariano and Dan are coming out here with some extra focus for game 2.
Yep. Also looks like our 1 seed has a match point down there on
All right.
in your bottom right corner. So Romano and Mogul on the verge of moving on. And they will play the winner of the match that's on. They are through, so they'll play the winner of this match that's on championship here. And then the winner of Timmerman, Faltnowski, and Roy and Chambers will play Landhier and Trent, who have already gone through.
Slow start here. Championship court. 1-0-1 with Mariano Ye serving. Nice drop to get up. Quick flick, stayed in a minute, but couldn't stay in it forever.
And we're Franklin again, right?
Yep, that's correct.
So you're going to see some of these hands battles, I think, typically go a little bit longer with the Franklins.
And Murphy using his length there to cut that ball off. It's nice. I would have bounced that ball and I would have regretted it. He had an okay look at it, but I'm not sure. Hindsight is 2020.
Sometimes. I don't know if my hindsight is. Sometimes I look back on things and I still don't know what I should have done. So.
Yeah, a little confusion here, it looks like, on championship court. I believe they came in at 1-0-1 and scored 1 point, so it's 2-0-2.
Yeah, Ray's all over it, right on top of it.
I can see. Oh, 13-11. Fickle and Young. Okay. And then make sure you get those mics up close to the Is that video?
All right, we got our winners, most recent winners, Sam and Jace. Guys, congratulations.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Thanks.
You had to come off a bye, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's it like having to? What do you guys do while you're waiting? Do you keep warming up? Do you watch who's going to be your opponents? What's your bye strategy?
Oh, go ahead.
Honestly, just a little bit of both.
Yeah, I think this is my first bye here. So we just played some warm-up games. We played Murph and Mariano a few times. And yeah, that was mostly all we did. We watched a little bit, but mostly just played.
Yeah.
Got to get heated up. Yeah. So you guys took it in 2 there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. So you will be facing Alec Timmerman and Jaron Faltinowski next round. Is that correct?
If assuming did they just win?
If they win, I don't think it's
it's still
fully
going, huh?
done yet.
Yeah.
But yeah. So what's the strategy against those guys?
I mean, just honestly.
Kind of keep doing. We want to play our game. We don't want to get
Yeah.
sucked into anything else.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they just walked up here, so don't just
Yeah,
say
we
or
can't
say
talk
something
too
else.
loud.
Say the wrong strategy,
Yeah.
and then they'll.
So I guess they did win. There's
Yeah.
So what's your game out there then?
I mean, just consistent, but also like.
I
we
think
have
we're
good drives,
pretty
like-
aggressive.
Yeah.
Aggressive rolls, drops, dinks, try to keep pressure on them, and then both of us are sitting on the kitchen trying to get the next. Try to start the hands battle. I think it's where we've been.
Yeah, for sure.
We're strong there.
Yeah.
How much have you two previously played together?
Never.
Yeah.
I think we just walked.
Not even a rec game.
No, we just walked on the court.
That was the first time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So was there any kind of snags in game one? Who's taking what, or maybe a style thing, or did you guys just kind of pick up and roll with
Actually,
it?
not really. I think I took like one mid-court reset, but it just ended up working.
Yeah,
so.
it ended up being.
Yeah.
No. It's a similar play style. I played against Jace a lot. I've been wanting to be on his team for a while, so yeah.
Well, yeah. So far, so good, right? Pat, you got anything else for them?
No. Let you guys get back to it. Good luck out there. So.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you, guys.
Good luck in the next one, and
Thank you.
feel free to hang out and watch the Steelers game
dude,
too.
I'm a big Steelers fan. So
yeah,
I
same.
am interested in this.
So we're both kind of distracted, but
All right.
yeah, feel free to hang out and check it out.
Thanks.
Cool. Thank
I don't
you.
watch no football.
It's no PPA pickleball, but it does the job sometimes. So, thanks, guys.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks.
Oh, we got the next winners on
Coming
your
up.
screen, Alec and Jaron.
On deck. Literally. On mezzanine.
Very, another cool part of the facility here at All In. You win, you get to come up to the deck, hang out, watch your opponents from up on high. When we had MLP in here, it was really cool because the MLP teams got to be up here where we are right now.
Nice.
And hanging out and watching. There were some owners of teams up here, and just super cool.
There's probably a party up here that day, huh?
It was actually, but it was also really hot and humid because it was raining outside. That's why we all came in here. So it was sweltering.
Nasty. Keeping it tight here in game 2 on championship court. 5-5.
We've got our next winners. Alec Timmerman, Jaron Faltinowski. Did you guys team up just to see if we could fit both of your last names into the score graphic? That's why you decided
Wait, did you succeed in that or no?
What's that?
Did you succeed in?
I think so.
Oh,
I think,
you
I
did?
think they
Okay,
fit
at
it.
least down there.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
good.
down there. But in the score graphic, it gets a
Okay.
little tighter.
Yeah.
But we have really good people on production. And they're,
yes, you do.
They're on it. So you guys have played together in a TPN together, right? Okay.
Actually, no, not
you
TPN.
haven't. Not a
No.
TPN.
We
but
played
you-
against each other a couple times.
I know.
but-
Okay. But you've played some other events together?
We have.
Yeah,
Okay.
a couple down in Florida, a
We
couple
played,
in
got
Cincinnati.
silver, Beer City this
Yep.
summer.
So, Jaron, what's the best thing about playing with Alec?
Just I can make a lot of mistakes and he'll clean up.
There we go.
So, which he does a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, any high drop. I mean, I wouldn't say not smart, but he just rushes and makes miracles happen.
Make up for it.
So, I mean, that's probably my favorite. I don't have to be precise with my shots, and Alec just wrecks.
There we go.
And then vice versa.
Yeah, so it actually took me a little while because pickleball was like one of the first things I did kind of like at a competitive level. And Jaron was just so loose and easy going on the court. And I'm like, dude, this matters. Like, why are you not as frustrated as I am at points and stuff? And but playing together for 7 years,
Probably
something
a
like
long
that.
time,
You know,
yeah.
whether against each other or together in tournaments. But you're like, I love his easy energy, and it just like I know. I can be a head case sometimes. I've been working on that. And so Jaron's just like, you're good, man. You're good. Don't worry about it. I'm like, all right. So that's probably the best.
But he
And
cares.
obviously,
He cares and he's super competitive,
so
right? He just doesn't
is-
show it.
Yeah, he's very
Yeah.
competitive, and his shots are disgusting. So he gives you a lot to work with because I like to.
It is subtle. I can see
so.
it from up here, though, where I'm like, Jaron's got this look in his eye like he's about to flip a switch.
He can flip
right?
that switch, 100%, 100%. And it's, I've seen it across the net a couple times. I'm like, not now, dude. I'm like, just give me one. So yeah.
Do would you say that your demeanor and your ability to flip that switch is the same in ping pong, or did you develop it in ping pong, or is this a pickleball unique Jaron trait?
No, I would say just athletics in general. I've found that if I play a little bit more emotional, I don't play my best. So not letting easy things go, like net cord winners, whatever. Just like say nice shot, move on. So that personally is just my mantra when I'm playing. Just because if I dwell on that, overthink it, you're gone. At least I am.
Yeah, no, I'm the same way, and Jaron is actually probably the #1 partner that's helped me understand that. Is like, just forget it. Like that, you watch the best players, and they already forgot about it by the time they're serving the next ball. So like I used to dwell on it, 6 points later, and your game tanks. So forget it. Move on.
You man.
So you get Trent and Landier next.
Boy.
Yeah, they were just up here, and we were talking about how Jace is the only competitor in the field that's still growing physically. He hasn't topped physically yet. And then he got.
I feel like he's going to end up like 11 foot.
He
just keeps going. I'm like, dude, slow down.
If you track the line, yeah. And then he started talking. I was like, his voice is deepening too. So is that intimidating at all, having deeper voiced Jace on the other side of the net?
The fact that we play together so frequently in town and stuff, like that gives you something. But if I saw him as a competitor walking into a tournament, I'm like, this kid looks like he means business. You hear him talk. He's got the confidence. And so he's a great competitor too, and kind of the same as me. Is like once he learns how to stay out of his head just a little bit, be like, oh my word, this guy, when he's locked in, and I've seen him be like that in tournaments, and that's when he plays his best for sure. So
wild.
That was a great,
that's wild.
Heck of a shot.
yeah. Jace is a monster. We love him. Yep.
Well, all right, guys. Pat, anything else for these two?
No, great synergy out there, guys. Looking forward to seeing the next round here. So good luck to you both.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate
Thank you, guys.
Right, thank you.
Yeah.
So Fickle and Young here, while we were conducting that interview, they continue to play really well. They play well together. Two really good athletes. And they also mean business. I mean, I can see the focus from up here. Not that their opponents aren't, but
they've been grinding hard out here. Yeah, it was tied up when we cut away from them a moment ago, and yeah.
It's hard to get a ball past these guys. They are fast. They get to everything, and keep the ball in play when they get their paddle on it. So
great pressure. I love their patience too. Like they definitely, take some rips and seize an opportunity, but they're more than happy to dink it out as long as they need to.
Yeah, very well-rounded on their games, which they're showing tonight. Mariano comes run, which we saw in game one. He decided at the end, like, hey, I'm going to extend this thing, and we're going to play some extra points. So that happened, and he's maybe doing it again here.
He's so quick on his feet. He just closes on that ball so fast. It's always a threat.
We've got our next two winners ready to come in, but we will keep our eye on this match. Looked like it was, so we got a timeout here at 9-9. It's a good time to come up to
good catch.
Connor Mogul and Nick Romano, who we just asked the last team that was up here, when you have a bye, what do you do to kind of stay loose, seeing as your opponents have already played a match at that point? Do you watch? Do you try to warm up some more? Do you just kind of get in the zone? Do you have a bye routine?
You want to take that one, Connor?
I think, yeah. I mean, we try to play a lot of skinny singles if we don't have someone to warm up with or a team to warm up against. Just to say, in point mode and playing points is kind of the biggest thing that we do.
So, Nick, what's the best part of playing with Connor?
I feel like we kind of have different games, and he's a little bit more aggressive, has a little more power behind his strokes, and I like to kind of drop, be controlled, and he closes a lot of our points out, and I'm try to stay a little more stable. So I feel like that's how we balance each other out. We have the college tennis background, so we're good friends, and I feel like that helps on the court as well.
And Connor, to flip that on you, what's the best part of playing with Nick?
Yeah, I mean, just knowing that he's going to hit almost every drop perfectly, and we're going to get to net. If he's got the third, is definitely the best part for sure.
Hold up a second here as we look at Fickle and Young trying to close this out. 10-9 on the 2. That's Aiden Fickle serving. This has been a battle, yeah. Super well played match. Ball just out on that sideline, so they held off a couple of match point or game points in game 1, extended it to extra innings, and then we'll see if that happens here.
Yeah, so you guys will have the winner of this match, right?
They will, yep.
Yeah.
Have you played either of these two teams before?
I mean, I know Mariano really well, his game, just because we drill a lot and play in Ann Arbor. We're from the same area. Connor, do you know the guys on the left here?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, both the guys on the left are from the west side, obviously. So I don't think I've played this team, but I've played all of them
individually.
Individually, yep.
Yeah. Hopefully it goes to a third, wear him out a little bit.
Yeah. And you guys can get more break, although that kind of move is not going to help send it to a third. So it's we're looking at another match point here for Fickle and Young. So since you two, you mentioned you guys know each other from tennis and now pickleball, but you're living in different parts of the state. How much are you guys able to play together and get together and either just play some rec or kind of work on playing as a team?
Yeah, it kind of depends. Some months I'm over there for work or to visit family, and my parents live in Jackson, so like 30 minutes from Nick. So we'll play rec a lot, drill, play singles when I'm over there. But then sometimes I'm here quite a bit. Like we haven't really played too much other than a tournament in Indiana a couple weeks ago in the last month or two here. But yeah, we played a lot, so kind of easy to get back together here when we do play.
All right, so you have your opponents now. Looks like it's going to be Young and Fickle. We'll let you guys get going and get prepped for that one, but good luck in that. Congrats on the first win.
Cool.
Yeah,
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Well, like Alan said, Aiden Fickle and Kaden Young pulled out the win. A hard match point there, but managed to elicit the victory. Congrats to them. So they will be facing our 1 seeds in the semis here coming up soon. It looks like that's it for round 2. Is that right?
That is. Everybody's through, so we are now, that's not an updated bracket, but that is how we started the night. Now into the semis. So it's going to be Jace Landier and Sam Trent will be taking on Alec Timmerman and Jaron Faltinowski. And then we've got Kaden Young and Aiden Fickle against Nick Romano and Connor Mogul. Kaden and Aiden, the rhyming pair, the only ones to make it to the semis from playing in that first round, it looks like. So congrats to them. And again, if you're looking at for any of these other teams that are now in the points draw, they have individual streams going. So if you're a big Magsig and Magsig fan, or you want to root for Caleb and Seth or any of these other teams, you can flip over and find them on the individual streams. But you will not get to hear Pat and I. So
could be a good thing.
It might be a good thing. All right, let's get Aiden and Kaden in, because they're going to have to go play another match. So don't want to keep these guys too long. Guys, heck of a match, obviously. So really, you played a really good team, some really tight points, tight match in general. What do you think was the difference in being able to find a couple extra points there and pull out the victory?
How would you say the power was different in the first game, the consistency?
I don't know. I think in the end we won a couple more than we lost. It was a lot of hand battles back and forth, and we just came up on top on the last one. I think the last point was like a big thing is back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and then one goes out. So, yeah.
Yeah, so there was a couple timeouts, a couple times where the momentum shifted. Mariano kind of took over a couple times and saved some game points for those guys. So in those moments, what do you try to do, and how do you balance each other out in those kind of tight moments?
I would say just stay consistent the whole time and just don't overdo anything.
Yeah, it's really just go back to the basics. When they take a timeout, you know, they want you, all the shots you're doing that are hard, they want you to keep trying for the hard ones, but sometimes you just got to go back to the basics and play out the point like you're supposed to.
I hear that.
All right, Pat, you got anything for these guys?
Yeah, so you'll be facing our 1 seeds, Nick Romano and Connor Mogul, in the semis here. What's the strategy there? Are you going to keep playing your game as it was, or a different matchup here, different strategy?
I say the same thing. Maybe I play a little more right. Nick with Connor a little more.
Right on.
Yeah, I mean, it's the same thing. They're going to be real fast, real powerful. But, yeah, it's just going to be play our game. Make them play how we want to play.
Right on.
All right, well, yeah, I know you guys got to get going and get ready for the next match. Congrats on a really, really good win. Good luck in the next one, and keep
Thank you.
representing Holland.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
Congrats. Good luck.
Taking a look at championship court. Next match coming up will be Alec Timmerman and Jaron Faltinowski, our 2 seed, against Jace Landhier and Sam Trent. So I think these matches are going to be, these semis are going to be really, really exciting.
It's going to be contentious for sure.
Yep. Teams can do a little bit of everything. See them slow the ball down, but obviously I think we'll see some good hands battles and some power as well. Really impressed with those 2 young guns we just had up here, though. That's a really good win for them.
Yeah, they brought it, and they wanted it, and they were hungry, and yeah, it was an incredible match for them to take it in 2, especially. Well done. Congrats to them.
So what do you? What's your assessment of this matchup? I don't see a clear advantage necessarily, but what are the keys to victory here?
Yeah, I don't know. We have 4 players out here for sure. I think it can come down to who stays in the game mentally, honestly. You know, like Alex said, he can sometimes get in his head a little, and, you know, Alex can get so hot and play so good, but he can also get a little cold sometimes too, and I think the same is somewhat true for Jace, as he acknowledged a little bit. So I think it's going to come down to which team can be steady, rock steady, consistent throughout this match, you know, and eke out the points they need to take it home. So
yeah, it's interesting. They're both also playing with seemingly pretty chill partners who can help them with that. They did play together a couple times last year, and that's a whole lot of fire there when you get Jason, Alec together.
yeah, that's a fire team for sure.
Yeah, so they're now balanced out a little bit personality-wise by their
Fire and
partners.
ice, yeah, it's that synergy, right?
Yeah.
You got to feed off your partner.
It's good to have, although you see at every level, you don't always have to have opposites. Sometimes the double fire is good.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've seen a ton of double ice, but there's
I'll have to think about
from
that
time
one,
to time.
yeah.
There's got to be a double ice, double chill pro team somewhere that does well.
Yeah, I'm going to reflect on that for next
Although
time.
all the pros are a little bit fired up in their own way, right?
I don't know. I think a lot of them are a little too placid, honestly.
You do, okay.
Yeah.
So, okay,
I want to see more emotion out there.
So who are the most? Let's start on the female pro side while we have a minute here. Who are the most chill female pros? I feel like
Tyra's pretty chill.
She's pretty chill.
I love her. She's great.
Pisnick, seems pretty chill.
Yeah, she's pretty low key.
But they don't play together.
Who's not chill on the female side?
Mari Humberg, seems pretty chill.
Yeah, she's pretty low key. She's
Okay.
steady.
But they usually play with partners who are pretty fire.
Okay.
So I can't think of a double fire female partnership.
Maybe
or a double
Anna
chill,
and Rachel or something.
They're a double fire. I'm sorry, I
Yeah.
meant double chill.
Oh yeah, double chill.
Who are the chill guys?
I mean, Ben Johns is pretty chill,
He's
but
pretty chill.
Colin not so much.
Yep. So they're out. I feel like Deascu's fairly chill.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Deascu and Tardio together are
They're pretty, I'd say that's a double chill team.
they're pretty chill. Yeah.
Yeah.
That might be the most chill combo that I can think of.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. I'm going to have to think of who else is out there, though. Matt Wright, definitely a fire player.
Yeah. CJ Klinger, pretty chill.
I'd agree with that. Who's he playing with now?
He's playing with Kwong.
Yeah?
Who, like, he has some fire, but it's not like...
I would say he's a fire player.
Yeah.
I would put him in the fire category. Maybe not as fiery as some, but...
His game is a lot more fire than his personality, I think.
Yeah, but his emotions on the court, he gets fired up for sure.
He
like
does.
He never loses his cool, really, but man, when he gets in the zone and he's hitting shots, he's definitely fire.
I can't remember who CJ played with before him.
I think he kind of mixed it up a bit.
He did. It was a lot of different partners. I also watch a lot less pro pickleball now that they took it off FanDuel and Fanatics, so I'm not as up to date on the recent PPAs.
So we had a question for you regarding the world record attempt coming up.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Is there any betting taking place on this? Is there an over/under on how many hours they make it?
We
If
should.
not,
we should settle
have
that.
that.
You know what would be funny? The final match that they play, that 36th hour or whatever it is, we should have an over/under on number of unforced errors in that match.
That would be an interesting stat line. Yeah.
I would go over on whatever it is, but no, it's super cool that they're doing that. I don't know if that's kosher to bet on a charity event, but
It's
maybe
as good as anything to bet
maybe
on.
if we donated some of the winnings to charity, then
Yeah, if the house takes some, then maybe, that's in the cards.
Yeah,
That's,
all right.
that's fair enough.
Okay.
Yeah, and for a great cause, so.
You're convincing me.
We'll talk.
We'll talk off air. If anybody wants to get in on this, message me privately.
We're just getting going here on championship court between our 2 and 3 seeds here. Wow,
That
what a
is-
dig.
What a dig indeed.
This is going to be a good one. Aaron with the
there it
Tootsie Roll
is.
opened it up, brought
Yep.
it home.
All right, if that's how we're going to come out of the gate,
This is going to be a heck of a
strap in,
match,
everybody.
man. I think I have one of those shirts that Alex is wearing. I think Shane Stokes sold me one of those a couple of years ago.
Shane wears that shirt a lot. That's
Yeah, he made that shirt, and I sold them to some pals a couple of years ago after like BCO, I think.
What?
So you can see there's a silhouette of players on there. I think it's actually a Jamin silhouette on there. So that's
Oh.
Jamin playing on the back there, yeah.
Nice. What year BCO is that from?
I have to think, I think that was the first year I was back, so it was probably 21.
Okay. Boy, it is, if you look at the trajectory of, well, Grand Rapids pickleball in general, but specifically BCO, and how quickly it's just become a massive event, it's really awesome to see, but you forget how long ago it was just kind of a little statewide tournament.
Yeah,
Cool
humble
event.
beginnings.
Yeah.
It's just gotten more incredible every year. I'm just astounded to see how much further we take it every year. And I said this last year, 2023. I was just so impressed with how well organized it was and how beautiful the graphics were, and just how it seemed like a real pro tournament that was super serious. And then this year we just brought it to the next level even further. It's just incredible. I can't wait to see where it goes. So. It's a fan favorite tournament. The feedback we get from the community across the country is just outstanding. So, yeah, it's crazy to think about where it started from. I was out of the country for the first few of them, so I missed them. But, I took in what I could. So, yeah, it's...
You had Ben Johns and some of those players playing pro in the very early BCOs, and then he didn't play for a while.
Yeah, he opted out for a couple of years and then came back this year. Yeah, I remember seeing, the match between young Annalie Waters and her mom against Simone Jardim and Kareem Carr, contentious match right on my home court, and watching that, and I was just, I was out of the country and I watched that video live and it just blew my mind. I couldn't believe it.
I actually remember meeting CJ Klinger's family because they were watching him play, and he was probably like 14 at the time when he played in the first BCO a few years ago, and you get that's the cool part of it. But just remembering how that tournament was. Even when the bigger pros started coming, you mentioned Simone and Corinne and Anna Lee and them playing. I mean, we were all standing on a fence watching those matches.
Yeah.
And so to now have the stands and everything about that, it's really incredible to see how that's grown.
Yeah, it's amazing. It looks like it's, next year's BCO is going to be largely congruent to this one. Higher stakes, I'm sure, and, higher level of effort, but it's going to be another MLP mid-season tournament is what it's looking like it's shaking out to be. Nothing's certain with this, but that's our best guess at the moment. So I can't wait. It's gonna be a hoot.
And it's awesome that as it's grown, it has not lost the local kind of grassroots flavor with all the volunteers and the community and all the GRPC members pitching in and helping out. Has not lost that.
Yeah, there's so much love from the community that goes into that tournament. Everyone takes enormous pride in it, and it's a beautiful thing to see, and I hope it never loses that flavor, because I think that's one of the key elements that makes it as special as it is for everyone.
Yeah, and we don't lose that, but we keep adding more food trucks and cool things, so.
Yeah, right?
There,
man.
A lot of court coverage from Alec Timmerman. Paying tribute with that old school BCO shirt.
Oh, little net love.
A little help from the net cord. So I'm always interested in what the players are playing with. Also, Alex got the Revo Pro. He's been with Revlin for quite some time. Local, based out of Holland company. Sustainable paddles, and their paddles continue to. I remember demoing one of their early paddles, and speaking of growth, really cool to see how that company has grown and expanded and continued to up their tech.
Yeah, they're doing amazing work. Wonderful company, great owners. Fun personal fact for me, the only golden pickle I have ever experienced was playing a Revlin demo paddle. And it was me and Zippy, actually.
So you were on the receiving end or the handing out the golden pickle?
The handing end.
Yeah.
Yeah, it felt good. So I've never experienced one the other way yet, thankfully. But it's your regular co-host and her and Ryan as well. So they were on the receiving end of that. It was a beautiful thing to experience.
I don't know if they...
Shout out to Tori.
Shout out to Tori. And Jaron was with Revlin for a while. He's now got that Paddle Tech, another Michigan company. We're down in Niles. Jace is a Yola-sponsored player that is somewhat new, about a year or just under a year, I believe, for that.
Yeah, he was with Head for a while and made the switch to Yola, so hopefully that's going good for him.
Seems to be. And Sam's got a Paddle Tech as well, so two Paddle Techs.
I wonder.
Is the Bantam? Can't
it might be the same one I got.
Here. But yeah, that was a cool moment to see Jace get that sponsorship after literally watching him grow up and make it a goal of his to play this sport at a high level.
It's been amazing to watch his journey. He's put in the work, and it's crazy. You wonder when he's a little younger and wasn't quite as good if he had a chance really. And, we look at him now and we see so much hope and potential in his game and his continued growth in the sport. So can't wait to see where it goes for him.
Well, it certainly helps matters when your partner can hit a backhand like that.
Yeah, that was a nasty flick.
But yeah, there's a lot of sacrifice that goes with it. He has done a lot of drilling, which, at 14, 15 years old, it's a lot more fun to go out and play rec than stand there and dink the ball and do drills and do all that kind of stuff that he does.
I succumb to that myself.
Yeah, exactly. So I've definitely not taken that for granted, what he's had to do and willing to put that work in and not just go out and play.
He's worked it. Looks like Jaron worked that one to finish it off.
I think what makes these last matches interesting is there's no lead that's safe with any of these teams, right? I've watched these players rattle off. They can all turn it on, flip that switch that Jaron was talking about, and Alec was talking about, and run off a few points. So
yeah, you're never out of it. That's a beautiful thing in pickleball too. Is like it's a game of momentum, and I've seen comebacks that I never believed would have happened. Right? It's just.
And anybody who's played the sport, even at a lower rec level, you've experienced both things. You've been down and had a big comeback, and you can kind of feel the momentum change. You also have been up, thinking we just need a point or two here to win, and the other team starts to score a few points, and you can feel the walls close in a little bit. And so
yeah, you start sweating, and it's like, oh man, like don't mess this up.
Exactly, and then all of a sudden you're saying don't hit this serve return out, and then you do it. Don't miss this third, and then you do it. And we've all been there, and that is, yeah, we've all been on both sides of it.
That's why the sport is great. I love like the theme of upsets that we see throughout the sport, you know, both on this local serious level, but also on the pro level. It's like nobody's safe, really, right? Like if you watch pro tennis and, you know, Roger Federer is playing a 200 seed or whatever, like that 200 seed's got like a 0.001% chance of winning, right? But in pickleball, you can have a 64 seed facing a 1 or a 2 or a 5 seed, and they got a shot. Those players have their days, and they do, and we see it time and time again. It's a cool thing to see.
I think it's become more so that way too in the last couple of years, where and that's where you see the Johns brothers now not dominating at the level that they were. It's just an incredible run by them to have stayed on top for so long, but
they held it a while, yeah. But you know, players caught up somewhat, and
you see that on a local level where I don't show up to Belknap for a few months, and I go out there and I'm like, wow, that person has gotten a lot better, or who is this new person? You know, the level of play from the rec level all the way up through the top of the pros has risen so much.
Yeah, I see it all the time. Everyone's getting so deep into it, and yeah, I feel like relatively not as good of a player as I used to be, even though probably my skill level's been consistent for the last couple of years, and everyone just keeps getting better and better, and you know, the game's evolving too. It's becoming a more offensive game, and I've tried to wield that too, but I'm an old dog and I'm dying hard in my old ways. So
well, as we talked about with Jay, sometimes it's not good enough to just be a good athlete or having played for a long time. Like, you have to put in some work now, even to be, I think, if you want to win at every level from 3-5 through 5-0, those players are drilling, and those players are playing a lot, and those players are actively trying to work on their deficiencies. So
yeah, it's crazy. And you know, just spectating the bigger tournaments in town that we have, you know, state games, BCO, and watching some of these 3-5 brackets, sometimes I'm just astounded by the level of play we see in the serious shots. Like, maybe the level of consistency isn't there, but man, these people have really absorbed the game, even at these more intermediate levels, and have really like taken a hold of things and are starting to wield them. So it's really cool to see.
Well, I think every now and then you see somebody will post a clip of what pro pickleball looked like even 6-7 years ago, and it's so different. And if you see a clip even back then of you know, championship 4-0 or 4-5 match, it's drastically different.
It is
than it is now.
You know, I think we've seen the most change at the highest level, but yeah, across a 4-0 game, like it's polar opposite of what it used to be now. And you know, and people like to talk trash about the pro scene as it was, you know, 8-10 years ago or whatever it may be, but you know, there were still great things happening out there. But it's just cool to see how far the sport has come in that time, you know. And you know, we had innovators back then. You know, we've talked about my boy Tim Nelson, the puppet master, in the past here, and he was just, man, he just really revolutionized the game and just brought this deceptive element to the sport. And it was just, yeah, I mean, where would we be without him? You know, we'd be a few years behind where we are now. And other players like him, like Jen Lucor, she was an amazing player for her day. You know, ultra consistent. She had all the shots, but she would just hold her paddle out there and put the ball in a hard spot, and nobody expected it. Everyone just expected these defensive soft shots, and she would roll that ball and just make people pay for, you know, a ball that's 1 inch too high. And so
Well, we mentioned that anybody can rattle off points quickly, and Timmerman and Faltinowski claw back from down 6-2, now up 8-6.
Let's go, boys.
But yeah, you're right. I mean, I think like the biggest change that I've noticed, you talked about the power coming in. It's not good enough to just put the ball in the kitchen anymore, because people can speed it up from there. They can power it from there. You have to be able to do. It's not good enough to just, you know, when I started to learn the game, everybody said you have to be able to hit your thirds into the kitchen. I think you got to be able to reset your fifths and sevenths and ninths and 11ths into the kitchen. You've got to have a bunch of variety. There's just so much more to it.
Like, have the offense and be able to put it in a hard spot, you know? Like, otherwise you're just going to get down and out in the point and, you know, work against yourself. But, oh, wow, what an Ernie there from Sam Trent. Beautiful shot. Yeah, you know, I sometimes chastise the people I play with for not playing defensively when it's maybe merited, but overall, it's just you have to be on top of that offense. You have to be able to bring it and bring hard shots, cut down on people's time to respond, and it's just become an integral part of the game now. And, you know, 8 years ago, everyone would have said, hey, you're doing it wrong, like, play pickleball, stupid, you know, but it's evolved, and who knows where it'll go next. Maybe it's going to get even more offensive, or maybe some great player will come along and innovate in the other direction again. I don't know. But
yeah, I would hope that that the paddle technology slows down or plateaus right here. I don't think you need them to hit any harder than they do. And
I agree. That's definitely been a major component of the game becoming more offensive and people attacking more and more balls is the paddle technology and how hard and grippy it can get against the ball and allow these more offensive shots to stay in the court. So, yeah.
Well, that advent of technology has also coincided with younger, more athletic players coming in. A lot of tennis players coming over, or like baseball players, people who can, who have some strength and some power, and when you combine that with a paddle technology, then you have a faster paced game. But I think
it's more fun. You know, dink battle's fun, don't get me wrong, but like getting into a hands battle, that's what's up.
But I think I was attracted to the variety of it. Like, okay, I can't just power pass people. You have to be able to do a little of both. You have to think. You have to have some finesse. You got to be able to. Yeah, I think that's the beauty of it.
You got to have a complete game. Yeah, it's not like that dumb football sport where you can be good at one or two things and be a pro. Jaron and Alec getting back in it here now. 7-9-2. Ooh, a nice little skip off the net, a little luck.
And that's the.
Oh, wait.
That was it. The score graphic was off, but.
I was off, too.
They come back from down 6-2, 9 points in a row
for
Timmerman and Faltinowski.
What a run. I wonder if that'll carry into game 2. I bet you Jason Sam come here and get steady and focused here in game 2. We were talking about this earlier, and this wasn't a blowout. This is a great game, but a lot of times when you see a blowout in game 1, the other team ends up taking it in game 2. It just kind of flipped the tables.
Yeah, it's tough to roll a team twice. It's tough to beat a team 2 times in a row. It's even tougher to beat them, to kind of rattle off, especially when you end the match with 9 straight points like that, to carry that into the next.
9 straight, that's painful.
Yeah, although it was broken up, I don't think it wasn't 9 straight on one possession. They rattled off a few, rattled off a few.
I'm so conscious of getting stuck at a number when I play. It's like, darn it, let's get off of 5, you know? Like,
oh yeah,
it stinks.
Everybody says it.
Yeah.
Here it is. We got to get off 4. We got to get off 5, or we got to do. Yeah,
7th time's the charm. Let's go.
And sometimes I think you put pressure on yourself. I've tried to stop saying that as much because it mentally gets in your head.
I try to avoid the tropes because I tend to overuse them. So yeah.
There are so many pickleball tropes. We talk about it on the air every week.
Yeah.
That is Alec chuckles at.
It was there. He just barely missed it.
Yep. So close. It was there. That's another one of my favorite pickleball tropes. Yeah. It was so there.
It was there.
Yeah.
It's literally always there.
It is always there, yes. You have 2 people trying to cover a 20-foot space. there's always going to be some room there.
Ooh, great drive from Sam Trent there. Provoked the error.
Yep.
They look focused to me. They look like their heads are in it. Let's see if we can keep it going.
Yeah, I saw them talking on that changeover after losing the first game, and they looked very determined to not let that happen again. Over on court 2, Romano and Mogul, our 1 seed, took the first 11-4, up 3-0 now in game 2 on our Lakeshore youth. Fickle and Young had a really impressive victory in the last round, but Romano and Mogul, that's a heck of a team.
That's a bruiser team
yeah.
if I've ever seen one. Yeah. Such great synergy too. You know, we talked to them in the booth, and you know, Nick's just rock steady on those drops. I remember saying this last season. That guy just like doesn't miss. He just gets everything right in there. Gives his partner the opportunity to get up and everything. And
he's got that misdirect right there, but yes, puts everything in the kitchen. Whether he's on the run, he's pressed back. Like yes.
Yeah, I've never seen such like steady neutralize abilities as I have from him. And you know, he's equally matched in like shot making ability from Connor. Connor's just everywhere. He hits everything strong. He's just relentless.
And you want to talk about a double chill team? A couple of silent killers there.
That's true. Yeah, that's a double chill team for sure.
They're not going to give you a whole lot of bulletin board material. They will just handle it.
Yeah, really nice guys. Yeah. Well, they don't need to get fired up. They're doing it fine as they are. So.
No, I don't like when somebody can just silently roll over me like that.
Yeah, it's like, come on, let's get fired up, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
do you even care that you're crushing me?
Just another day on the court. So Alec and Jaron with a couple points here to tie it up.
Yeah. They can generate some offense in a hurry, although Sam and Jace can also.
Love that 2E roll dink from Sam there. It's beautiful. Nice resets from Sam, too. Bringing it.
Really well, but that combo from Faltinowski and Timmerman,
Yeah, Alec was ready. Alec's ready to finish, always.
They are...
Look at those luscious locks. I'm trying to get some of those myself. Oh, beautiful lob. Sam's quick.
Are you growing it out?
I mean, I'm getting there. I didn't really come in with a game plan, but at this point, my barber lives in Ada, and he's always unavailable, so.
That's how it starts.
Yeah, I'm curious. I keep telling myself it's going to go, but I haven't pulled the trigger yet. So
Mine was unavailable at the start of COVID, and then I just never went back.
Yeah.
So that's how it goes.
We'll have to see. I'm right in that transition zone where it's painful and I can't do anything about it, but I'm getting close to being able to do something about it.
It's like pickleball. You got to get through the transition zone. Once you're at the kitchen line, Pat, your hair will just be, it'll take care of itself.
I'm getting there. I'm going to try it out soon. I'm going to hit a dink.
Good.
In the hair world.
I think we've lost the analogy now, but yeah. Hit a hair dink.
Hit a hair dink. Get a man bun.
7-0 now, game 2.
Wow.
Yeah, 7-0 on the 2. Mogul
wow,
serving.
What a sneaky shot from Alec there. He's shaking his head after he hit that, like, oh, I shouldn't have done that, but it worked for him, so.
It was a sneaky shot, and he is a... Jaron's probably the sneakier player of the two of them. Alec's a little bit more barge through the front door kind of player, but when he can have some of that misdirection and some of that finesse as well.
I would say overall that's true, but man, Alec's definitely got some shot making from some spots you don't expect, and it's very deceptive when he does it. Jaron went for it. A little short.
The shot of Alec's that I've always liked is that one-handed backhand that he kind of just very casually. It's not even I'm not even talking about on his third and his shots from the baseline. It's a very. What's the right word? It's a very artistic shot. Maybe his hair helps too in that.
Yeah, I bet it does. Yeah, he shapes the ball so well like that, and people aren't used to that, especially like an offensive one-handed backhand from people. Like Alec's one of the best at that I've seen.
You got 4 players here on championship court who high-level players, and all have played in a pro draw at one point. So
yeah, right on. Oh, he did
there
it again.
Is. There it is.
That's the same
Yep.
one. He's not shaking his head this time.
He did a little bit.
Did he?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Well, no one was
Like,
there for
oh,
it this
yeah.
time. Last time he caught him in the hip. This time it was open.
Just, yeah, beautiful shot.
What a nice
And,
return.
we appreciate it when the players hit the shot that we're currently talking about as well as
Yeah,
broadcast.
thank
Oh,
you.
and then Sam says, "Hey, I got a
Rebuttal.
backhand.
Yeah,
I got a
I
backhand.
got one of those.
Yeah, and I'll put both hands on my paddle when I do it. So
I'll nod my head.
eye for an eye. That's how it's been. In these matches, we expected this one to be a good one, and it has lived up that one just deep.
Just deep.
Jaren's just missed on a couple of those. Court 2, the Spring Arbor tennis alums.
9-0. What's it going to
Erase
take
that
for the Young Holland crew to get in it? Let's see if they can get a few out here.
And playing loose, and knowing that it's sometimes you get down and you know it's house money, and you play a little less tight, but the side out. 2 points away from a pickle in game 2.
Yeah, and congrats to them for making it this far. They're the only team from the first round that's still in the semis, so
Yeah.
great showing from that young pair.
Absolutely, and that second match obviously did not come easily. They had to grit through, playing a really good team in
That was a heck
Murphy
of a
and Ye.
match,
Yep.
yeah.
It's 10-0 on the 2, so this is the
Connor
chance
serving for the match.
and the pickle. And
he gives
went
him
big.
another look.
He went big on that serve.
He went really big.
So let's see if first things first, 1 point at a time. Try to hold the pickle off.
1 point at a time.
Connor there to cover for Nick's Ernie attempt. That's a good partner.
Yeah, good cover in the middle there. It was there for Nick. He just didn't find it. It was there.
Attempt number 2 at the non-pickle.
Oh, nice little click there.
And there it is, yeah.
On the board. Let's
Cool.
see if they can keep it going.
Call Jimmy Johns, tell him hold the pickle.
And a miss serve. Same guy. So Connor Mogul serving for the match again. I believe it's 10-1-1. That's going to be it. Yep. Connor brought it home. Provoked a great high ball and was ready to close. So
Wait, so they did get a point though, didn't they? Or did
Yeah,
we look
it's
at
just
that
not
right?
showing,
Oh, okay,
yeah.
okay.
So they did get one.
So no pickle.
No pickle.
But a good win for Romano and Mogul. They are on to the finals where they will face the winner of this match.
Oh, what a cut from Sam Trent there. Beautiful shot. Sam's really good at generating power from like awkward positions, I've noticed.
Yeah. And he can do it on both sides, as you've seen. Big forehand and that two-handed backhand has been a weapon tonight.
Little shake and bake from Alec all by himself there. Same guy.
Same guy. I like that one though.
That's a
good
trope that's worn out, but I can't give it up.
It's a good one. I'm okay with that one.
I remember that originated on APP.
It did.
Yeah.
No, I did not know the origins of that. Oh, Jaren ready for that. Jace tried to catch him by surprise. Thought it was a good shot. Jaren ready for it. He says I've been ready for that, young man. Oh, but Jace comes back and gets him, so
yeah,
it
nice
is eye
roll
for an eye.
there.
We are very back and forth in this match.
Dig from Jaren there on hard ball. Oh, got it.
That two-handed backhand has been working, and he put so much top on that. I can see why they let that ball go off his paddle. It didn't look like it had the right trajectory.
He just put so much English on that thing with that shot.
Yep.
You think it's deep, and it's not. Nice get from Sam. But
Oh, couldn't
do
get
it
back to
twice.
it. Yep. It is
Ray keeping everyone honest here.
6-7, but they're stacked. It's all right, we've got our next winners set to join us as we look and see who they are going to be facing in the finals here. So we got Connor and Nick up here. Guys, first, congratulations on the great win.
Congrats.
Appreciate it. Thanks.
Connor, I asked you this quite frequently about what you're going to do with the prize money. We had rent one year. We had car last time. Any early plans for what you might do with this one if you get it?
I mean, I'm thinking about putting an inflatable hot tub on my balcony this winter. That would be kind of nice. But I might get evicted doing that, so I got to be careful.
But see, that's how you know somebody's making it, because we were real practical. It was rent and then car, and then you got those things done. Now you can have a little leisure, right? You can
Inflatable hot tub.
Inflatable hot tub.
Yeah,
You work your way
$200.
to that.
Yeah, it'll be
Fun
nice.
fact about Connor, in college he actually did that. I still don't know if maybe Terry or one of the coaches is watching this, but he put a hot tub in his dorm room, and all the tennis dudes would go over there and hang out.
If your coaches are watching, I don't think they can do anything
Yeah,
to you now.
it's in the past.
They
It's
can't.
all
They,
good.
they can't
Yeah.
take your wins. Those
Can't
are in
take
the
the
book.
prize money.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't let him fool you. He helped me put it up, so he'd get in trouble too if they were watching.
So Nick, what about you? Can you match the fun of an inflatable hot tub, or do you have more practical plans if you win the prize money?
I don't think I can beat that. Yeah, I mean, Christmas is coming up, some presents. Connor and I are going to Canada for a tournament here in 10 days or so. We just decided on recently. Probably some tournaments, that sort of thing. Yeah.
Canada's cold. That'd be a great place for an inflatable hot tub, right? You bring one with you.
Yeah, and it's great.
in the
You can
car.
back it up and set it right up. Yeah.
Are they that portable? I don't know much about inflatable hot tubs. You're teaching me things here.
No, they're not. They're not very portable, but yeah, I mean, I know my way around one. Let's just put it that way, I guess.
If you're gonna know your way around something, it's a pretty good thing to know your way around.
Yeah.
Portable enough, I guess.
All right, so as you're watching this match, you get to play the winners. Any thoughts so far? Jason, well, let's put it this way. Jason and Sam are down. What do you think they got to do here to try to push this to a third and give you guys a little bit of a longer break?
We haven't seen too much of the match. I don't know. We just got off court a minute ago, but I think, what is it, 9-all right now? I think they just got to play some long points and hopefully get a few aggressive shots their way and turn it around.
No, it is 9-9. It wasn't. It said 9-6 when I asked the question. So way to be a pro and look at the screen and know what the score is.
So it's 10-9 right now. Okay.
Yeah, match point.
Oh.
There it is. You know what? We're gonna let you guys roll so you can get prepared for the next match. But congratulations on the win, and we'll get to more hot tub talk later. Hopefully.
That's right.
Yeah,
Appreciate
good
it.
luck. Thanks.
Thanks.
Well, there you go. The finals are set. Timmerman Faltinowski against Mogul and Romano. So the seeds hold out. Our #1 seed and our #2 seed to meet in the TPN finals here momentarily. So stick with us on the stream. We appreciate everybody watching. We appreciate everybody who's come down tonight and watched this in person, braved the little bit of snowfall here. First snowfall of the year in Michigan to come down. It's always a fun atmosphere here, so if you can get down to one of these, it's appropriate for all ages too. We're covered. There's children here, the next generation of pickleball taking it in. So yeah, get down here for one of these TPNs. We are off next week. It'll be Thanksgiving, and then back in 2 weeks for another episode. So make sure you check us out. As always, if you can't get down here, We appreciate you watching the stream. Make sure you watch the stream for our Paddles with a Purpose coming up too. World record for a cause. That's going to be a super, super fun event. So come check that out. We've got our next finalists up here in the booth. Let's get them set up.
Yeah, you're good.
We're good.
Yeah, congrats, guys. Took it in 2 there.
Yeah.
Hard-fought match, but you guys brought it.
It feels like it was 5.
It does. Especially the first, honestly, the 3 points of the game. First game was like
intense.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah, that was good.
Found our mojo finally.
Was there a moment or a timeout or something where that mojo clicked?
I think it was just ending the first game and just like, okay, like just feeling sluggish and feeling happy that we got away with that first one.
Yeah.
But like, okay, we got to really step up the intensity level. So I think I was just more focused on just keeping my mind inside of the court and not letting it wander, and it was paying off. So, yeah.
I saw you hit some sneaky backhands from down low there, Alec, and you
Yeah.
were like shaking your head like,
Yeah.
I shouldn't do that, but you're
shouldn't.
ripping winners.
Well, I know, and I think we were fortunate to catch them on their heels. They're a great defensive team, and I felt confident against Jace, which we were talking about that in the last interview. Like, he's a monster, but I think I saw him being a little bit more dormant than active, and so it gives me a little more confidence. So when he's stepping in front of me and raising his paddle up, I'm starting to not take as many chances. But it's my game. I play aggressive and adjust as we go.
That's what we love you for.
Entertainment,
Yeah.
the hair flying and shaking heads, and yeah, it's me.
Yeah.
Well, you just talked about having to play a monster, 2 of them, and now you go get Romano and Mogul.
Yep.
Very tough team. What's the scouting report on those guys?
Oh, gosh. Put the ball in the court where they're not.
Keep your hands up and get ready for their goofy
Correct.
speed. They both
Correct.
have very dialed, very goofy speed ups that it can come from their backhands, forehands off the ground, in the middle of the air. It's they're doing their best to keep you on your heels.
Right.
So I think as long as we keep our eyeballs open, it's anybody's match. But it's a solid team. I think you got 2 teams coming up that play together a lot. Don't play against each other. I don't play Connor and Nick together as a team. So it'll be interesting to see how it goes. So partner via partner.
We asked them this, so I don't want to jinx only them. Give you the same jinx. If you do win, you got any plans with the prize money?
Tires for winter.
Tires, okay, very practical.
That's all right. I'm a family man, dude.
Yeah, I know.
Jaron, what do you get to spend your $400 on, man?
I mean, probably my dog.
Yeah, I was going to say you're going to get those care packages.
Family man also.
Also a family man. Probably my dog.
Yeah, he's going to step up
Bentley.
those $80 care
he's at home
packages.
watching.
All right. Well, Connor said he was going to get an inflatable hot tub, so it's your job to go down there and stop that frivolous spending.
Well,
give it to somebody who needs something. Like
I was going to say
motivation.
maybe I'll sandbag a little bit, and then as long as he invites me over, then
what?
I can't.
Oh,
I'm just
stop,
kidding.
stop.
I'm just kidding. No.
Don't.
No.
Honestly,
I'm sizing him up right now. Look at those chumps.
Yeah, don't stop. Yeah. All right. Well, we'll let you get down there and take care of those chumps.
Yeah.
Thank you guys.
Appreciate it, guys.
Yeah, good luck, guys.
Yeah.
All right, so make sure to subscribe to the channel here so you don't miss any great pickleball action. All the TPNs. There's other things that get streamed on this channel. Paddles with a Purpose. This crew also had a hand in broadcasting some of the NPLs. They've done MLP matches. They
Ton
do
of
it
great
all.
content from
Yeah.
them. Yeah, they're doing it big. You know, God bless them. It's just been amazing to see how they've come into this endeavor here and have done so much with it. And this place has really caught on. They're expanding now. You know, they're opening up some new facilities. So can't wait to see where it takes them.
Well, we talk about how everything progresses. We've talked about BCO, paddle technology, the pro game. Well, the coverage of it has also progressed during that time. And from the early days of us live streaming to now, things have gotten a lot more professional, and that it's not lost on me that we went from just kind of streaming some local events, and then this crew being able to help with professional events. The biggest, you know, they're on this year. This production crew was the production crew on the Orlando Squeeze New York Hustlers match that was super fun and kind of went viral and had a lot of moments. Yep. And one of the clips ended up on the MLP social media account.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't even realize that.
Yeah. So very, very, very cool to see. So
yeah, it's crazy to see how that progression has gone. And shout out to Scott and the team for doing it big. Even me coming back for my first one here on site this season, just really cool to see how it's just getting to the next level constantly here.
Yeah. I should have told you ahead of time that we wanted more pickleball history lessons. I feel like that's a good lane for you as our pickleball history guy. And when you grow your hair out, it's going to be very, like, in a very professor kind of way. You should wear a suit with the elbow patches and give us a
Get a
pickleball
tweed suit, kind of to my credibility.
Give us a little bit of a mock European accent and talk about. Give us it's like Masterpiece Theater, but you tell us pickleball facts. I would love that.
I'll have to feed you some ideas for some content there.
Okay, let's do it. We'll get you like one of those nice big Victorian chairs, and you can sit in and you can talk about the Puppet Master or whatever you want to discuss.
Sip
Pickleball
some brandy,
history.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, we were talking about the pro scene as it was years ago. I started watching pro pickleball when I started playing in 2013, and back then it was hard to even find a match on YouTube. They're out there, you know, the big ones were, but a lot of it wasn't even covered. And yeah, you'd look at it now and you'd think this wasn't even pro, right? You know, and those are still the best players in the world at the time, but it's just, sport has come so far just in the last 10 years. It's crazy.
Yeah,
sport's blowing up.
And at first, when I first started, I almost felt like it was a guilty pleasure watching pro pickleball. I didn't want to tell anybody. And then I'd go out to Belknap, and then slowly you would have people around the community say, hey, did you watch that? Did you see that match? Did you see that men's final the other day? Did you see that mixed doubles match? Or did you see?
It's becoming cool
Did you see some guys? Did you see Chris Hayworth beat Ben Johnson? I'm like, oh, wow, a lot of people are paying attention to this. I thought I was the only one. And
yeah, I felt that before.
Yeah, so it's cool to see that people are having watch parties. And
yeah, I'll be hosting a couple myself here soon.
There you go. See, we've gone from that to now you trying to bet on a charity event. Everything's a progression.
Oh, I'm always down to bet.
Yeah. But we'll
It'll be a good one. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of metrics come out of that whole endeavor. I can't believe that's happening. That just blows my mind. 40 hours of pickleball. I would die.
Boy, any more than 3, and I start to.
Yeah, I can maybe do 4 on a good day if I'm lucky, but I usually regret it.
Everything starts to fade. My mentals, my elbow, my ankles, everything about it. So really shout out to that crew. And here we go for the final tonight.
All right,
Romano and Mogul. This is Mogul getting ready to start us off with the serve. With his Selkirk. He's a Selkirk player. And
big smack from Alec in the middle,
says,
hard spot.
Screw your hot tub. I think we're on Selkirk TV tonight, right? So they're So I'll watch my language and what I say about Connor as he's their Selkirk player on the court.
Yeah, shout out to Selkirk. It's been cool to see their progression as well. Yeah, I haven't watched any Selkirk TV yet. I gotta fire it up one of these days. Nice hard spot from Nick there. Perfect balance of pressure and placement.
That is a good description of his overall game, too.
Yeah, it's a balance, right? It's a spectrum for each of those components, right? And you want to maximize both as much as you can. Ooh, had a chance.
Yep, that's the shot that had been working.
Yeah, I'm not sure I'd pull it out on this team as much, though. You know Connor's ready. I played Connor a couple times this summer, and I thought I had some good looks, and he just made me eat it. I remember playing, I think me and Joe Bentley played him and Zach Chambers, and I went for one down the line from Connor, and he was ready for it, and I was just like, don't do that. And Zach was like, yeah, don't do that.
I actually remember when Connor first started playing, and it was pretty obvious already.
Oh, yeah.
He was going to be good.
Yeah, I remember meeting him the first time. I was just chilling out spectating, and I think he had seen me play and saw I was one of the better players around at the time, and he was just like, what's it take to get into some high-level stuff here? And I was like, yeah, man, just keep showing up. And you could tell even then, you know, he came out as like a strong 4 or 5 player and like very quickly regressed beyond that. But you just, that backhand, man, he had that backhand before anybody did here.
Yeah. I was playing with a diadem back then because I remember I had the same paddle. That one just out. I do think that was a good call.
Yep, just deep. 1-3-1 here, getting it going.
One just out?
Yep.
Hard to tell from this angle. Oh, it was very out. Hard to tell from this angle up here. But 2-3.
Aaron doesn't miss many of those. It's one of his beautiful shots. He just hooks these little rolly drops like that.
Good deep return, though. Kind of forced him to hit that a little more off. Man, it was there. That is, and that is one of Alex's shots for sure, that one-handed backhand.
Up in game 1. Connor's going for it.
Yep.
That was not a high ball, but he still smacked it.
He just remembered there's a hot tub on the line.
That's a way to find motivation, if any.
Oh, and Nick says, I'll help you install it.
Yeah, I wonder what a inflatable hot tub goes for. How much does one of those deliver on Prime?
I'm going to look it up right now. I legitimately knew almost nothing about this before he said something. So
I didn't either. I've been thinking more and more about how I need a hot tub. My bathtub doesn't quite accommodate me. I never really get to immerse myself in warm water anymore unless I go see my parents. So.
$394 Black Friday deal.
That's a steal. So what's the $800 inflatable hot tub get you? That's probably a doozy.
There are a lot of there's a variety here as there are a lot of things on Amazon.
How substantial are they? How many people does that thing seat?
It looks I think it depends on who the people are, how comfortable you want to get with them, how comfortable they are with you.
Not what I expected. Don't smoke on that thing. But
no, this photo has 5 people in it. It looks like there's room for a couple more. So, yeah. You can get a bracket of 8 in there, looks like.
Connor can bring all his pickle friends here.
A lot of these look like they are used as ice baths, too, which makes sense for your recovery needs. But there you go. So we figured it out now. There are
fire and ice.
I was kind of questioning the inflatable hot tub, but
yeah, I don't know, for $400, man, I might have to give that a whirl. Nice job from Nick there, closing on that ball and finishing the point. Such good defense.
Great defense, but that one tough to defend that.
Yep.
But all of a sudden, a big run, 5-point run.
Connor's going for those serves when
he is, yeah. Trying to paste it right down the middle.
Ooh, tough break.
It's the Selkirk thing. That's the James Ignatowicz strategy too, right? He says you gotta miss some serves. You gotta go for it.
Yeah, I hear that more and more. I still don't like doing it. It feels bad, but I don't know. It's a balance, right? Just like everything.
I think as the game's gotten more aggressive though, the hitting a bigger serve and a deeper serve and then your returns too have become
just wide. I thought it was going to be there.
It was.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Just
You
wide.
go big enough, just big enough that you never miss, right? That's the sweet spot. But if you cross that boundary a little bit, that's okay too. Yeah, Zane Navratil, I know, is a big proponent of that. He's like, if you're not missing a couple serves here and there, you're not serving big enough. So.
Yeah. I was going to say, being up 7-2 and knowing that you have that big serve, you go for it, although he missed it, and now it's 6-7. So this is a example of where that strategy may not have worked.
A little deep. Jaron was on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was different when he was at 10-0 match point. He went even bigger on that serve and missed it even bigger. But
kind of
a little more justifiable.
A couple of uncharacteristic missed backhands from Alec and Jaron. I think they get a couple of those to fall. This score probably flipped around at this point, but they get another look at trying to get the lead here. They've closed the gap significantly.
Yeah. Beautiful ATP from Connor.
There, got around it, and they stopped this run, 4-point run for Timmerman and Faltinowski, and we've got a moment to thank our refs. If you're watching Selkirk TV, we got to talk about Bob Trout. He's wearing a Selkirk hat, a long-time supporter of Selkirk, really accomplished player himself and teacher, pickleball tutor here, and one of the, I'm going to talk about sneaky. One of the guys you can't take your eye off of on the court.
That's true. I played Bob last Friday, and he made, man, he's so sneaky. Great player, longtime Selkirk supporter. I bought a Selkirk from him in 2017.
Yeah.
Never hit it once. Loaned it to somebody, never saw it again.
Well, Bob is always putting Selkirks in players' hands here, so he's helping out with the reffing, and then our other ref, Mr. Raymond Zamora, a staple of TPN and the Grand Rapids pickleball scene. Everybody here knows Ray.
Absolutely. He's one of the guys that's been in the game longer than I have. And, yeah, not only fantastic human, wonderful player, but very serious about his refereeing responsibilities. So thank you, Ray, for your service.
Yeah. Certainly one of the standout personalities of the local scene here, but knows when to be serious, and definitely when he's reffing, takes that job
I love that
very
dude
seriously.
so
Yeah, great guy. So big run last time from Timmerman Faltinowski. They take the possession back over. They start the next run. I had a feeling they weren't going to miss many more putaways, and so that's.
Yeah, Alex is not going to miss many of those. See if they can keep it going. Ooh, hard spot from Connor. Nice pressure.
7-8 on the 1, or on the 2 now.
Yep. Nice deep return.
Picked up pretty well there, though, from Jaron. 2 back-to-back. Hands battle ensues.
Good pressure from Romano there. Hard spot again. Perfect balance of placement and pressure.
Well-timed, well-placed lob from Alec. Mogul and Romano tracked it down and flipped the point back in their favor, and he just missed that.
Just barely,
forehand.
yeah. Alec just went for a little too much. Kudos to Nick and Connor for staying in it there. I like the lob to lob.
Game point for the 1 seed, Romano and Mogul.
Just wide on the ATP.
Yep.
Would have been a photo finish.
Game of inches. Alec caught the outside of the line, it looked like, on the shot before that, and then Nick just missed on that ATP attempt. This is game point number 2, and he closes it off with the,
Nice little hip skip and a hop there.
So 11-7, Romano and Moog will take game one, although there was a lot of back and forth. A game of runs there.
Very much so. A lot of great points.
Get another look here at the winning shot. From this angle, that's a...
And he was like off kilter there too, and he still found it.
That is, yeah. Maybe a higher degree of difficulty shot than it looked like initially.
Yeah, that's like the pendulum shot in front of your body there. He made it work.
And he got it down the gap, got it past Alec and Jaron, and kept it in play there deep. Heck of a shot. And way to close out game one. That is a hot tub worthy shot.
Yeah, he's earning that hot tub. For his partner.
For his partner.
Yeah.
He seems very willing to share hot tub, especially if you played tennis at Spring Arbor.
All right, going to go into game two here. Alex Emerson serve 0-2. I like the half speed there from Nick. Did he touch that?
He did, yeah.
Yeah.
Classic Jaron shot, I think. Timmerman and Faltinowski serving now. Let's see if they can get us to a game three.
Let's go. Beautiful drive from Nick Romano, but couldn't handle the rebuttal. Nice rebuttal there from Alec. Going for the little lobby serve, change it up. Jaron is ready.
Very
Nick had
ready.
a good look, but
set up by some excellent dinking from Alec there. Got pushed off the line for a second, worked his way back up, stayed patient and in the point, and helped set that up for his partner. Nice shot there from Nick Romano. I thought Alec hit a really good dink out wide. And a better one came back at him.
yeah, Nick just curled that ball so hard. It's a tough pressure shot.
There's that big serve also. Earns kind of a free point. But there's some serious pace coming off of that paddle for Connor. And I'm not just saying that because we're on Selkirk TV as well, but you can see it when he gets a hold of his drives and his serve.
He makes such great contact. He seizes every opportunity.
And there we go. Another big rip.
What a beautiful drive from down low.
But a really good defense of that. That helps Jaron and Alec force the side out and get it back.
Yeah, Alec's so good at that punch too.
I think he knew it was coming too. Connor's ripped a couple of thirds.
Ooh, almost.
Another empty possession. I think Alec knows. Wants some points on those, especially after a good hold the possession before.
Yeah, just barely out, I think.
Yep, I think that was a good call. Our refs
Definitely
confirm.
over the line, but yeah, not touching. 2-1-2. Connor's so dangerous. You can just go anywhere with that, and all those shots look the same too. Beautiful drive.
Jaren, I think, caught him with, he probably expected a faster ball coming at him. Jaren just kind of pushed it forward.
Yeah, you
Didn't
expect that in
overhit
the
it.
middle, right? And he
Yep.
caught him on the other hip there.
Yep. Wrong side and wrong pace. Good call to switch that up.
Yeah.
I think Alec and Jaren switch sides there.
Ooh, just out.
He's just missed it down that line a couple of times, and normally he doesn't miss those. I think those start falling.
Good point for everyone there.
Yeah. Maybe a little bit of an orange ball there for Alec attacking.
Borderline. I mean, I'd expect them to make it for sure. But can't all be winners now, can they?
Cannot all be winners.
Reminds me I got to watch some Bad Santa here sometime.
It's getting to be that season. We have snow outside.
Oh, gosh.
Three, 2-2. This is Connor Mogul serving. This is the final of TPN. This is the first men's tournament of this season. Playing for $800 and a spot in the finals, which will be for $3,000.
Ooh.
Couple of hot tubs in that pot.
Yeah.
Hot tubs, tires, the whole deal. So if you win tonight, automatically in the finals. If you don't win, you still have a chance to be in the finals because it's a cumulative points after that. So the automatic bids go, and then the players with the highest points then also get included in the finals draw.
Right on. There's multiple ways to get there.
I believe Alec last year was a points qualifier.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was one of the ones who did well enough to earn himself through with points. Oh,
little net love.
Bad net court luck for Alec. Good for Nick. Yeah. As we mentioned, didn't even get the words out of my mouth to jinx him. I was thinking it, you know, with his soft touch and consistency on his drops, and I didn't even have to say it that time. Sometimes you just get that good.
You just willed it. And Nick's resets are just next level. Makes it look so easy and so hard.
Yeah, there was a couple of points ago where he was kind of in the transition zone. Hard shot came at him, and he just sort of undercut it.
Yeah, just got under it.
Calmly put it in the kitchen, got himself up to the line, which, you know, if you're just watching at home, sometimes it's harder. If you're not on the court having that shot hit at you, I don't know if it's always easy to see that degree of difficulty.
So a point on this possession for Alec and Jaren.
They've been a team of runs all night. They can score in a hurry. They were down 6-2 exactly in the last match, and made a big run to catch up. So see if they can do it again here. those attacks missed. Alec knows it.
Talk about creating offense from defense there. Connor was on the move there and still just brought such a hard ball.
The timeout, I saw, and this is where they were up here talking earlier about how they balance each other out in these tough moments. Let's see if they can get the momentum back on their side, because Romano and Mogul 4 points away from the championship tonight.
Yeah, it's hard to put it behind you sometimes, but you gotta. I saw a clip of Roger Federer talking about it today, about how he won 82% of his matches, but he only won 54% of the points he ever played. And it's like, you just got to put that lost point behind you and get your head into the next point. You know?
That is a really interesting stat.
Yeah, right?
I think pick one of the, that mental toughness definitely translates over from tennis to pickleball. I think one of the differences, though, is pickleball can go so fast. You can get a couple of bad points and, you're down 4-0, or, where in tennis you have a little more time to dig yourself out of a hole.
Yeah, it's true. It's kind of a different dynamic with holding serve in tennis, where in pickleball I can get away from you so quickly. Or can get you away from it so quickly.
Yeah. So coming out of a timeout, that's one hold for Faltinowski and Timmerman. See if they can get a second one. Try to get us to a game 3, keep us out a little bit later here on a Thursday night. Eight 3, 3 points away now. The train is moving here. Romano and Mogul playing really well. That drive's been very on tonight. That one left and goes deep. Here's the opportunity for Faltinowski and Timmerman to make a run.
Use that window. Get in there. What a beautiful shot.
Oh.
Was it there, though?
It was there. Got around it. Ooh. It looked like he needed to hit it.
Yeah. Well, it was right at him, too, so yeah, definitely. Good hold there from Timmerman and Faltinowski.
Yep.
They can keep it going. Come on, boys.
Couple of good, showed their hands and then ability to let that ball go.
Beautiful drop. Oh, man, that's nasty. A little slap shot.
Yep, found the counter. Jaron thought he had a lane up the middle.
I love that high to low shot. It just kind of projects the ball down like that.
And the ball goes back over to Romano and Mogul. 9-4, 2 points away from the championship.
Almost.
And just.
Those two balls out.
Yep. It is 10-4-1, so this is championship point.
Oh.
That one just missed just a couple of times.
Oh, they didn't even see that out.
Yeah.
Good
Jaron
sportsmanship.
just missed up that line a couple times. That is it. Very, very well played tournament all the way through by all the participants, but Romano and Mogul, they rarely challenged tonight on their run.
Yeah, they sailed
to
pretty
the finals.
smooth to the victory here into that inflatable hot tub. So kudos to them. Congrats to Nick and Connor, and congrats to all our participants for a great showing here tonight. Alec and Jaron and everyone else. It's been an awesome night of pickleball here.
There's not been a bad one yet of any of the TPNs through 2 seasons, and this is being the 3rd one of this year. But let's go back and show you the final point Jaron had a nice look at this ATP. That line kind of bedeviled him all night. He just missed it a couple of times.
It's very uncharacteristic for him.
Yeah,
He's
sometimes
usually
it just game of inches and centimeters, and just out. It was there though, which it tends to be.
There.
It was there. It is always there, and it's a lot of the times not there also. So
depends on how well you hit it.
Yeah. So congratulations to our winners, and congratulations to all the participants tonight. I don't know if we are going to get them back up here, or we're going to let them off the hook on the... Nope, they are going to come up, so we're going to have them shortly.
Should we shout out our sponsors here one more time?
Yeah. Who we got? For Jam Stretch and Fitness, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
They are...
Shout out to Jam Stretch and Fitness, providing a great service here in the facility. Come check them out sometime if you haven't. Shout out to Elders Helpers, fantastic organization in our community, longtime supporter of the pickleball scene here, so we love them too, Nikki especially. So shout out to them. Who else we got?
Well, it's, first of all, it's nice to have Jam right here in the facility. Make sure we all are staying limber and able to play this game for as long as possible. DGF Court Solutions, that was Jeff Howlett earlier, who helped graciously fill in for me. And Jeff helps, we talked about this in the past. If you are going to spend a bunch of money on pickleball courts, it's not good to have them configured incorrectly, Fences in wrong places, fences not big enough.
You don't want to redo that
openings in wrong places. Gathering places that don't make sense. Jeff will help you make sense of that and game plan it before you go just building a bunch of courts. So, we have the winning team. Vogel and Romano. Guys, congratulations, first of all.
Congrats.
Thank you. Well, as you were on your way to a victory there, we actually researched inflatable hot tubs because we didn't know much about it. So we picked out a few on Amazon if you want our list. But so
yeah, that'd be helpful.
What are the qualities you look for in a good inflatable hot tub?
As long as it fits on the balcony, I think.
That's a big one.
Yeah, that would be good. Yeah, I mean, one that hopefully won't freeze over the winter would be nice. Never done one outside. Seems a little risky, but yeah, it'd be nice. My dad really wants me to spend it on Bryce Underwood's NIL, though. So.
Oh, but you know that he already committed, right?
I know
so
he's already. I know he's already in. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Good deal. Do you ever double up your hot tub as a cold tub for recovery?
No, but I thought about that this winter instead of just doing a hot tub, doing a cold tub. But it's a little less relaxing, that's for sure.
It is. There's a lot of benefits to purposeful cold exposure, though.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, we're turning into Huberman Lab, so I'm going to ask. You got a question for Nick?
Yeah, you guys seem confident and poised out there and brought it home. It didn't seem like you're really threatened at any point here. Hard-fought match from your opponents, but you guys sailed to victory there pretty smoothly, so fantastic work. And yeah, I guess I don't have any questions really.
What you guys seem so calm. Anything ever rattle you guys? You ever seen him rattled? You ever seen him rattled?
I did see Connor rattled. Well, I don't know if he was rattled. We played this Claudia guy. We've had our college tennis. We've had a lot of contentious matches and line calls and stuff. And we played. Where was that? Punta.
I think it was Dallas.
Was it Dallas? We were in Dallas, and this guy was just really chirpy and. Connor got pretty fired up. I love when he gets fired up out there. But, yeah, tonight I feel like we were playing good. So, not too many. We just stayed steady and were able to control points, I feel like. So, energy was good for the most part.
All right, before we sign off, Connor, I don't know if you know, we're on Selkirk TV. So
I am, yeah.
Can you give a little bit of an advertisement for the paddle you play with? Because it looks like you're ripping pretty good with it.
Yeah, it is really nice. I'm thinking about re-signing with them just because of that paddle. I like it a lot. I'm trying to figure stuff out paddle-wise right now, but that thing has so much power, and I feel like it will be really good for singles. I haven't played too much singles with it, but yeah, I mean, off the serve and off the drive is super nice. So, yeah, if I can get some more on my hands, I'm going to try to. So.
All right. So you said thinking about re-signing.
Yeah.
You don't
I
know
would
yet.
love
So
to.
if you're
So if
watching
you're
from
watching-
Selkirk,
Big money.
Give him the Bryce Underwood
me,
deal.
please.
The Bryce
Just
Underwood.
a portion
Bryce
of it.
Underwood, yeah.
We want 4 inflatable hot tubs. So, all right, I'm going to negotiate for you. Anyway, guys,
you.
congratulations.
Appreciate it.
Enjoy the victory, and we'll catch you next time.
Cool. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
All right, there you have it, guys. That is the end of TPN. Episode number 3 will be back in 2 weeks. We hope everybody has a great Thanksgiving next week. Pat, thanks for joining me.
Yeah, my pleasure. It's been awesome, man. Thanks for having me. And yeah, shout out to all the viewers. Thanks for joining us tonight. It's been awesome.
Next time, we'll make sure Pat's hair is longer. He'll have more pickleball history facts, and we'll see you again. Thanks to everybody for tuning in. Thanks to everybody for coming down tonight. Congratulations once again to Connor Mogul and Nick Romano. And, of course, a big shout-out to all the volunteers. Could not do this without them. They are what drives this sport. Thank you so much, and we'll catch you next time on Thursday premiere night.
Have a good night.
Welcome to All In Pickleball Gym, the first dedicated indoor pickleball facility in Grand Rapids, featuring 5 full-sized indoor courts and 2 trainer courts that feature a professional outdoor pickleball surface. 16-foot full enclosed ball containment nets on every court will ensure that you will never have to yell "ball" again. Looking to level up your game? Join any one of our leagues, drill sessions, or training clinics scheduled throughout the week. Industry lighting, online booking, key code access, custom training courts, and players lounge are just a few of the amazing things about All In Pickleball Gym. Come check out our facility in Byron Center, Michigan at 400 76th Street, Byron Center, or visit our website at allinpickleballgym.com.